Good evening, everyone. So, in our last session, what happened? We had some time, didn't we? So,
You could call it that.
we checked in with all of our vampires, and you saw to some of your affairs. Uh, uh, and you were all made aware of the fact that Ajira was not available. Ajira was very busy. Uh, doing
Being the only productive member of the coterie.
doing some you were doing some reconnaissance on Nabokov's establishment, and you cased his warehouse, and you were able to follow one of his vans and found a different location that belonged to him as well, where you weren't able to get into the building because you didn't know if you'd get noticed with like obfuscation and stuff. But like you took some with your camera equipment and all that, you took some like candid photos into the building, and you've noticed there are more of the like less subtle of the slachka, where there's more of those really fucked up ghouls, and they are far worse than just like bone plating. Some of them have like it's some real like Cronenberg stuff that you're able to find. Shelly, I think your mic is off. Hello?
Shelly died.
Hello? There we go.
Hello.
Got you.
Sometimes when you have your camera on, Discord changes your audio default mic. So if you put your camera on again and then just go to your settings, and then like instead of hitting like
No, it was fine though, because it was working just fine until.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's strange.
Or I could just not put my camera on, and then I can do whatever the hell I want, and it doesn't matter.
You know what?
Yeah, true.
Valid. So yeah, you were able to. Did you hear everything I said? Where you took pictures and everything?
Yeah, I could hear you just fine.
Okay.
I was saying, yeah, it's really bad news in there.
Yeah. You have some stuff. You don't have finance as one of your trained skills.
Nope.
You have stuff that might be useful if you were to bring it to one of your more financially inclined people, because it's like property ownership and tax law, and like you kind of absorbed some information, but
Sounds like something Valencia would be good at.
Yeah, that's stuff you were up to. Our boy Felix finished his painting, but
It was very troubling and emotionally weird.
yeah, you went into a bit of a fugue state, and the beast sort of finished painting it for you, and it honestly is very disturbing to look at. And
But in like the ways that kindred like, right?
oh, absolutely. And you brought this to the rest of the coterie to get their takes on it, and everybody else was like, "Ugh." Your friend Petal was there, and also gave their takes and was like, "Yo, that's gross. Why? What did you do?" And then had other errands to attend to that they did not get to do, because shortly after leaving the building, they came right back in, and there was something very different about them. Something that
Only a little.
that the good doctor noticed immediately, where his third eye sort of snapped open by reflex, and you saw Petal was no longer themselves, and was in fact possessed by a very angry man, by a ghost who called out our boy Jay, and then attempted to feed him a chair. Or a whole bench, actually.
Yay.
Yeah, Jay had a bad time. Jay had such a bad time that your beast got kind of upset that who is this little person to like challenge you. So you pushed them through a plate glass door and followed them out. And people watched and people recorded video. And somebody yelled the world star at least one point. And the rest of you snapped into action and more or less, with the pedal being ghost free now that you beat it out of them, Valencia and Felix gathered up the mortals outside and brought them in to sign some NDAs and fake paperwork that Valencia then mind wiped the true knowledge out of them and was like, okay, if you're gonna be in this video that we're recording, I need to take that footage off your phone, okay? And everybody was unhappy with Jay.
Yeah, especially Jay.
And the good doctor saw to the grievous wounds that Petal received and were able to rouse them from unconsciousness briefly enough for Valencia to again just pull memories out of their head and gaslight them out of remembering that they were possessed by a ghost. We hit one of your 3 key themes: gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. And that was the session. How are we all feeling as we come into this episode?
Concerned for Jay's well-being.
Pretty good. Sorry, I'm trying to elevate my foot right now. So I was like, shit, what can I move?
Have you considered not breaking your toe?
Somebody told me that last time. I broke my toe. And I was like, yeah, I've considered it. And then I just did it again.
And then you did it again anyway?
Yeah, I mean, I'm badass like that. I don't let anybody tell me what to do.
If my bones were to break, I would simply say no thank you.
Exactly. They're not broken. What do you mean? I'm gonna
Pain is a
gaslight my
state of
toes
mind.
not being broken. But yeah, Valencia's feeling awesome. By awesome, she's like pissed at Jay, of course.
Naturally. Well, yeah, you have ghost issues, and you have a bunch of other things that you've been tracking down. Ajira, in your knowledge, you kind of knew this before, but you were definitely able to double check. Ghouls also, like, fire is bad for everybody. Fire is especially bad for you as vampires. Ghouls also react negatively to that, and Slachka are no exception. As like
Excellent.
a side bit of knowledge, if that was the thing you were trying to remember.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's check in with Ajira. How was your... You've spent the last couple days like doing hard reconnaissance where you had like a very shady spot that you could sort of close off, and you like you've probably had to do some work with Vega to like get good like you gave his rats a GoPro to like go stick it somewhere.
Yeah. It was really nice to have like a focus and like a definite task to be doing. Like there are lines, like she's happy to have a concrete task in front of her and to be able to, like, it's not talking to people, there's no gray areas. It's all right, we're just gonna stake this out. It's concrete. There's no room for interpretation. We do this. Good job. And it's a few days of escape from like all of the personal drama that is suddenly now
it's
part of her life.
It's just like you and Vega hanging out, like talking tech at each other while you're like looking over surveillance footage,
debating like Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Yeah, Vega totally trying to be like, no, you don't understand. The prequels were a political tragedy. They were good, actually.
We deep dive into everything sci-fi and fantasy.
I love
and it's just a nice time.
I love that that's my one trait I've given Vega is that he's a prequel apologist.
As he should be.
It's like,
listen, Hayden Christensen was hot. Like,
he still looks pretty good.
Ooh.
Love that. So yeah, you've got Vega was definitely able to pull some was able to get into the Wi-Fi of the building, that one of the secondary building, which is like a office compound you found, and was able to get into the Wi-Fi and pull info out of that, which is why you have both of you are like, this is utterly incomprehensible, because Vega knows money stuff, but Vega knows Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all weird illegal libertarian nonsense.
Oh no, you did not.
Well,
you did not. Don't make him a libertarian.
No, Vega is not a libertarian, but Vega knows how to make Bitcoin work.
I can't. Well, I mean, he is part of the anarchists group, so that would be totally fine. It would work for him.
Yeah. You got an impassioned he's like, dude, I will set you up an Ethereum wallet. It will be fine. I own 15 NFTs. I'm going to live to be 10,000 years old, and if I buy them now, they will only grow. That's his line that he's trying to pitch the entire time.
Yeah, no, I think I gather up all the information. I'm like, okay, this is stuff I think Valencia should take a look at. I think Jay would probably have an insight into these guys over here. I can get this information off to the good doctor so he can try and get a better idea of what we're working with. And it's right? Things have been pretty good. I feel, comfortable. I'm going to go check in the gang. We've made good progress. Yeah, I'm sure they were just going to relax. Felix was just going to be doing some art. It's there shouldn't have been any problems.
Yeah.
Womp womp. I mean, some of those things are true.
Smash cut to, Jay actively crying blood just in a corner somewhere. So it is
honestly, yeah. He probably does do that.
That's the thing. All vampires, if you were to cry, all of your bodily functions are made up of stolen blood now.
That's gross to think about.
That's why vampires don't sweat. It would just be a thin sheet
permanent, permanently look like we have a serious head injury.
You just look like you took a chair shot and you bladed yourself. Look like the Hitman Hart versus Stone Cold where he passed out. Just mask of red. Me with my wrestling knowledge. The espresso shot is hitting me. I'm hyper. It's fine. Let's get those rouse checks out of everyone. See how hungry everybody's getting.
Would we have had a chance to eat last night?
Yes, actually.
Because I'm at 4 hunger.
You can get to 5 hunger and not frenzy. It's if you get any higher than that. But yeah, you have your store of food. I will say you can definitely, at the very least, knock off 1 without having to hunt.
Yeah, okay.
Anything past that, we can make a roll out of it.
Okay. I am now at 4 hunger.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I'm at 3 hunger.
Sorry, Roll20's loading for me still.
Hey, I'm still at 3 hunger. Yay.
I'm on my laptop, so this laptop's like 10 years old.
It's all good. I can roll for you if you'd like, if it's taking too long.
I want to see it.
Okay. I can roll it
Okay,
on
loaded.
Roll20 for you.
Here, I got it. There we go. Did you guys see it?
Yeah, you got a 7.
Perfect.
So, despite last night, Jay is not hungrier. Neither is Valencia or the good doctor. But Felix woke up very hungry, as did Ajira. Yeah, Ajira, you have intel. You're like, this is actionable stuff. I should take this to my accomplices.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the intel.
Yeah, has been so hyper focused the last few days. Has just not bothered to try and find something to eat, and now it's taking its toll.
Yeah. Yeah, you had the 3-day tunnel vision shit.
Yeah.
When we use XP to level up, is that in the morning or after night for us?
Yeah, that's when it would kick in. Would you like to share, or at least tell me? You can DM me if you don't want to share it with the group.
I just have to make sure it's the right amount of experience points first.
Gotcha.
And then I'll just message it to you first.
Groovy.
So what is the in-game date right now?
Is it the next day? Because then it would be the 23rd.
It would be
23rd. Okay.
Yeah. I think some of that takes some time, but you've literally been spending the last couple days studying.
Yeah.
In character, so that you got it.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah, I think Ajira's gonna have to try and find something to eat.
Yeah.
Which is...
Are you... So you're returning to the group. Are you, calling everyone to a meeting, or are you going to meet Valencia, individually?
Probably start with Valencia individually.
Okay. Which one of you had the motorcycle? I think Ajira did, because you...
Yeah.
Did you return that to Riggs?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay.
Because that I would have met up with Vega and we would have done all that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, where do we find Valencia?
Valencia's just in her office.
Yeah.
It's been a while since she came in, and she still has to maintain appearances even if she's just on the board now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're in your office. Is Jason there?
Yeah, Jason's there.
Yeah, he has you your coffee that you never touch, but you always have him order as a power play.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even ask him anymore. He just brings it to me.
Oh yeah. It's one of those the red eye where it's all caffeine.
Yeah, it's just the blackest coffee,
Mm-hmm.
Darker than night. I would make a joke here about that one color of black, but I'm not going to.
We don't want to summon Anish Kapoor.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think Valencia's just trying to organize what she knows, especially with some of the research she did, looking into Elysium and everything, and just touch base with whatever designers that she had ordered from.
Oh yeah.
For Elysium.
I think you've definitely had stuff delivered here where there's at least one or two garment bags of an outfit for that you've ordered.
You know what? Going off of that, I actually think that she probably just has one of the designer's interns or something just there.
Gotcha.
As she tries on the outfits and like hemming it, making adjustments.
Gotcha.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's it. Ajira,
Mm-hmm.
are you? How are you attempting to interact with Valencia? Are you like gonna sneak over there, or are you just showing up?
I'd probably text ahead of times. Like, I have some information I'd like you to take a look at. Is there a place that we can meet?
Valencia just texts back, "Do you know where my office is?" Just come up to
I think she
the
would have.
floor.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right there.
Yeah, you get there. You're greeted at the ground floor by this very handsome, if a little bit like handsome in the way that anybody who has money can kind of look. Young man.
Oh, yeah.
Tie, button-down shirt. He's like, hello. Miss Diaz said to expect you. He like goes over to the. He sends a text to you, Valencia, that your guest is here. And he, leads you over towards the secret elevator to get up to Valencia's floor, or Valencia's office.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask, Shelly, did we decide that like Valencia was providing the outfit, or did Azira just find one on her own?
I'm not sure.
I know we were talking about outfit ideas, but like, who's getting it?
Knowing Valencia, you probably
She probably would have had some just in case that you didn't like whatever I might have found.
Yeah,
and I also think Azira is like, she's. You know what? If there's somebody that's interested in doing that, fine. I've got other shit to do.
All right, that's great. That's great.
Love that. Yeah, there's a very like. Jason knows not to ask questions of Valencia's guests, so it's just like a very polite but awkward elevator ride as you're like, there's music playing. She's like, some night, huh?
Just gonna stand there.
Yep. Door opens onto her floor, and he directs you to her corner office.
Thank you very much.
I'll be right over here if the two of you need anything. He like gives the double thumbs up to Valencia.
Valencia doesn't even like look over there. Like her back is turned as there's like kind of a setup. If you ever go to a tailor's office, they have the little pedestal and the three mirrors.
Yep.
She's on that right now, just in this very basic gown. It's clearly just there for measurements.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a white gown.
There's a tailor's apprentice who's like very nice, like fitted vest and stuff, sleeves rolled most of the way up, doing all the. Okay, so we're gonna measure this, like.
Yeah, he just is adjusting. He has like the tacks in his mouth to
exactly.
And the fabric crayon.
Yep. Got everything. Getting your measurements, like, all very, very professional.
Yeah. Now, is Azira coming in sneaky or just like walking in?
I mean, just walking in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Valencia turns to, "Oh, Azira, it's been a while. I hope you weren't up to too much trouble."
No, I've had some things I was taking care of. I hope everything's all right on this end.
Valencia just like looks at the tailor's apprentice and just goes, "Yeah, just wonderful, like always. You know how it is with our club.
There's
we missed
a little
you at
bit
the
of a
club, and I think your opinion on some of the issues might have been greatly valued, but there was a bit of a disagreement over what book we're going to read next." So
the apprentice is like, I'm gonna go take my smoke break. I'm just gonna.
Oh, stay. Azira, now that you're here, yep, she's the one I was telling you about.
Oh.
You have the
yes. There's like 2 garment bags. He pulls out.
And I think it's just the bare bones, just basic dress again, because it's like the real thing we're gonna see there. because it requires a bit more intricate stitching. So they want to get the exact size. Zira, our little party's coming up soon, and I figured might as well help you out there since you're so busy running errands. Why don't you try on one of these and decide which one you like the most, and then we'll have what's your name?
Oh, Toby, ma'am.
We'll have Toby just give you a once over.
Okay.
Oh goodness. This is a business meeting. Yeah.
You can just go change in my private bathroom. It's just right there.
That's fine. What exactly? I know a few of our friends can get very. Oh God, how? I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Enthusiastic when discussing their reading material. Is there anything I should be worried about? I know.
Oh,
well,
Azira. Listen, I'll give you all of the gossip on the way to the restaurant. But first, can you go try on that dress, please?
Sure. That's of course. I love how euphemistic.
This metaphor is killing me, and I love it.
Is Felix doing all right?
Oh yes, he finished the painting. I'm assuming we're talking while you're changing.
Yeah, like the doors.
By the way, did you eat dinner tonight?
I unfortunately have not had a chance to grab anything yet. I've been a bit busy.
We can go stop somewhere on the way.
Dine in or carry out? I'm more of a takeout.
We can do takeout.
Oh my god.
I mean, we'll still have to pick it up, but then we can just take it out. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sweet Jesus.
So which one
same time does not work.
You need help with your zipper?
Probably yes.
Okay, Lindsay's just gonna walk in and, like with precise fingers that have never broken a zipper ever, even with the tightest of dresses, she makes it work. Okay? All right, let's have Toby look at you really quick, and then we can head out. I'll order a cab right now.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, either of these is fine for me. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not terribly
Valencia's
picky.
Just kind of like holding Azira's shoulders, like pulling her around, and just like pulling at the fabric where it's like a little loose. It's like, Oh yeah, I mean, you look wonderful. It just needs to be adjusted.
As long as there's freedom of movement.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's gonna have a skirt, so just wear shorts underneath. You're too concerned. Toby.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just go step up on there. Do we show in fucking mirrors?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
There are.
That would be awkward.
There are vampires.
Okay, no, these ones don't have silver. Yeah, these don't have silver in them.
Okay. A thing you might know, that's something the liz-Istrata clan, that's their bane, is that they do not show in mirrors.
Lasagna clan?
Liz-Istrata.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you.
Yeah, but it's always now.
Alright.
It's me, the member of the Sabbat.
I mean, technically, I feel like there's a high likelihood that there's vampires like that. So, Alright, so I'm assuming we do all the...
Yeah, you do the futzing with the...
Whatever, yeah. Once it just quickly helps her out of the zipper again. It's like, alright. Jason?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you see Toby out, and then you can leave for the day.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Right this way. Yeah, and the two of them, like, one of you hears just, like, on the wind, he's like, yeah, no, I've learned it's better to not ask questions, as elevator dings shut, and
And then like Valencia, very serious, like closes the door to her office and just goes, "It was a shit show."
What happened?
Well, let's see.
You weren't supposed to be doing anything.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So apparently,
Was it?
the gala's full of
Was it
ghosts.
Jay?
Hey,
Listen, to be fair, he didn't go looking for trouble. It found him. Okay, so he, apparently, the gala's just a hotbed for spirits, and Gideon's known about this the whole time. Didn't mention it to any of us, and yeah, apparently one very angry spirit came after Jay using, Petal, the artist Petal.
Yeah, I've seen her around the gallery.
Yeah, they were possessed, and Jay frenzied out into the street. I definitely think it's okay now. I don't know if there are any security cameras or anything. I mean, we pay the city well to just not have any installed there. So
if there are any, you have access to it immediately anyway.
Perfect.
Like every muscle in her body is like tensed right now. It's like, are you absolutely certain there was no exposure?
There were 4 humans who did see, but I promptly took care of them. And I, did my little mind trick on Petal as well. It seems like the spirit has left her. Left them. And yeah, I'm asking Gideon if he could set up or work with somebody who could set up some wards so that we're not getting any more vengeful ghosts. Because, I mean, between you and me, we know that Jay probably has a whole parade of them at this point from the city alone.
This can't happen.
No, it can't.
This just...
If I was not there, Masquerade would be over. There would be a blood hunt with our names on it. Or at least Jay's. And everything we worked for, Valencia just kind of clenches her fist. We need to make sure that this does not happen again. And if that means I have to spoon feed blood to anyone in this coterie to make sure they're calm and their beast stays hidden, I will.
Okay.
I wasn't even that hungry, though.
Jiro's gonna take a few breaths, even though, again, not necessary, but there's she's visibly trying to relax. Alright, this is...
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I did meet the Harpy. And he apparently still views us favorably. Raish has not shown up. He's not returned to him, so shouldn't be any more trouble for us for a while.
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, DeLuna feels like there's no harm, no foul. So
he talked to you very favorably.
Yeah.
If you probably pressure him, he might even offer you a job. That's the vibe you got. Whether or not you want that's a different thing. But
Valencia's going to keep that in mind. But yeah, I think right now we're in his good graces. Even, we ended up working everything out with, our little thin blood and Raish and even that Laz individual. So I hope that you at least were able to get more accomplished.
Yeah, yes, I've been doing some surveillance in the area where Nabokov is set up. I've had help from Vega. I don't if you remember him. Anyway,
The rat boy.
one of Riggs's
Okay.
people. But yeah, we've come across quite a great deal of information. Some of it is beyond, well, take a look at it, you'll understand why I'm bringing it to you. Financial things, just, I figure you can pull on some strings and find out where this leads much easier and, with more knowledge than I can. I'm good at the military aspect, not so much the business. So I don't know if you can run down any of these leads. We might be able to figure out more about what he's up to here.
Mm-hmm. Does Valencia recognize any corporations or anything like that?
Yeah. How is this information presented? Like, is this
it'll probably be like a thumb drive that we'll pull up on
okay.
a tablet or something.
Yeah.
Give me intelligence and finance to, like, if you want to sort through it.
Okay.
See how much you can pull out just from looking at it. One success.
Can I use willpower to re-roll?
You're more than allowed to do that.
And I get 3, right?
3 non-blood dice.
Sweet. What is wrong with you?
Ooh, 4 successes.
I'm in.
4 successes. Yeah. You dig through a bunch of this, and it's like Shell Corporation inside. Like, it's a lot of it's like it's a matryoshka of like, which
Nothing I haven't seen before.
Your own business structure is largely that.
Mm-hmm.
You notice there's a couple properties. There's that warehouse. There's the office building. There's at least one property that is like a nicer place in like a different part of town. There's like a bunch of small properties. There's at least 2 or 3 other warehouses that Nabokov owns that you can kind of filter through. Digging further, you notice there is at least within the like property, like there's places in different digging through, there's properties somewhere out in Iran that they still own property. Well, that's where Nabokov.
Yep.
And you do notice, notably, there is some property owned in West Virginia.
Ah.
He didn't leave with the McElroys.
Like, maximum fun.
Yes, Nabokov funds the McElroys.
Honestly,
is it in a town called Kettler by any chance?
Spoiler warning. Nabokov is actually just Clint McElroy.
Yeah. Oh no!
No, I'm joining
We're all
him.
doomed.
It's alright, he doesn't know how to play RPGs.
But he does great jobs with character work, so he'd be good at vampire. All right.
Your voice says.
Huh. Is it so? There's a property here in West Virginia. Have you looked more into this right here?
No, I like I said, I haven't made heads or tails of any of this. So it's all.
It looks like it's another like storeroom warehouse. There's a tag on it that mentions Army surplus.
Fuck.
Great.
Well,
All right.
He clearly has a lot of resources.
Yes.
Spread around in many places.
Are there any in this area, Liz?
Like they Nabokov owns several warehouses in like in the south side of town. There's no properties that are in your domain. if that's what you're asking. But there's like 2 or 3 warehouses, an office building, and like a mini mansion out like just on the outskirts of town.
Do I know whose domain that is?
Which like these you're looking at it and like comparing it to Google Maps and like your knowledge, and they're sort of plonked down, like ignoring Camarilla domain lines.
I'm just thinking if there's a way, if we want to investigate these, we probably should seek out whoever's domain it is, get their support. Otherwise, we're going to look like we're just slinking around in someone else's.
Most of the warehouses are in Southie.
Yeah, but where's the house?
It, like I said, it's like. I need to actually remember stuff about Boston. Like, there's at least one property that's like across the harbor. I actually don't remember Boston geography that well. That's on me.
It's somewhere by the water, so anywhere in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Azira, we could probably go check out the house tonight, or even if we find one of these properties that are in a domain of a kindred who we can get to work with us. I think that'd be incredibly advantageous.
Yeah, I was going to track down Jay because clearly this is more than I can look into on my own.
Yeah, sheriff permission would be extremely helpful. But I also think,
and it might be good to keep him busy.
Yeah. I think we have to pay attention to the etiquette. I feel like a lot of our actions lately have essentially snubbed.
That is fair. I'm not really used to working with a bunch of different people, or in an area controlled by a bunch of different people.
Right. I mean, with the Anarchs, I could care less. I couldn't care less, actually. But, if we're actually interacting with Camarilla citizens, then we need to just go through the proper channels. Especially since everyone has their ear to the ground for any type of rumors or gossip as Elysium's coming up. So...
All right. Well, thank you very much for this.
Yeah, of course. And if you want me to look further into this,
please. I don't know if, I'm
Checking
certainly
out.
not going
Yeah,
to get a chance to check out the property in West Virginia, but I would like to know much more about it.
Right. I can have my assistant look up some of the more financial information. He's doing a lot of talking about this Bitcoin type of thing.
Yes, I had my ear talked off about it for about 3 days. It's an interesting concept.
But does anything ever really beat actual wealth? I mean, there's so many imaginary numbers, but you and I both know if it all burns down, what's a piece of paper compared to actual solid gold?
Well, if it all burns down, gold isn't going to be much good either.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Anyway. Well, I'm expressly here to prevent it all from burning down, so...
Yes, of course.
So,
the taxi should be here.
Yeah.
Why don't we head down? I'm gonna just, Can Valencia peek out to see if, Jason's still packing up at his desk after,
he's gone.
He's gone? Okay. Valencia's just gonna text Jason. Left a folder in your desk. And I'm assuming that her and Jason both have keys to his desk.
I think so.
Locked it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Left it in top right drawer, which is just, important. He should know that. Because it's locked. That's the drawer with the lock. Follow up on it ASAP tomorrow. And track the money down.
All right.
Because, if we can't stop them, maybe the IRS can. Am I right? That's Miriam.
They're all vampires anyway.
Is that why they're so underfunded? They just slowly start taking it out, like, well, we got rid of everyone else, so I guess it's just you guys.
Yeah. So you guys said you were gonna go talk with Jay, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
are we all gonna meet up, or do we want to just talk with Jay and just?
Well, there is some information I want to pass along to Gideon as well. So, and I wouldn't mind checking in on Felix.
So
So,
All right, so Valencia just shoots down the line the group text. Azira back. Meeting McGala ASAP.
yep. So you all get that text. Let's. You two are heading to the gala, correct?
Oh, we have to go to the restaurant first.
The restaurant.
Azira, you look so peckish.
yeah, I generally.
What are you in the mood for?
Well, since we're not with anybody, we can just. Yeah, I'm usually. I just go from the bag. It's.
So you're not picky?
I find it all to be a very morally gray area, and I'd prefer not to try to add more to the plate at this point.
I mean, it's like a mosquito. Think of it like that. You know, circle of life, circle of life. So
yeah, no, I'll take. Yeah,
I mean, who
rather
knows
not
when
get
we'll get
into
to
it,
stop
but-
and eat? We could stop
Well,
now.
that's the thing. If you have a bag, you can take it with you.
Yeah, but you know, do you have any bags on you?
No, I usually swing by one of the hospitals.
Right. And you don't think that is even more suspicious in a hospital full of cameras?
Oh, I'm good with cameras.
Right. Well, I myself am feeling a little bit hungry, so I say we just take a stop. You know, at this come up with any Loft 47.
Yeah,
There, just a bar name.
We'll deal with that in a bit. I do want to.
Yeah.
I love you guys. This is great.
No, I don't want to forget that Valencia is trying to make a 0 feet. I just don't want that to be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with moving on for now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, everybody has their text. What is Gideon doing? You've got that text. What has your evening been like?
Well, first thing, you need to find some food because he's hungry.
Yeah. Let's make a check for the good doctor. You're going to attempt to like siphon some. You try to like siphon blood off. Is that?
Well, technically, I need to eat organs to sustain myself.
How are you going to go about this? Sorry, I'm sort of.
And it's going to get suspicious if I keep stealing from the hospital, though. That's the problem. I have organ trade as my streetwise proficiency.
Mm-hmm. You want to try and like get a deal going?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. You have at least one like small scale contact that you speak with. You might have like what's the word I'm looking for? In this trade, what is the thing that you're trying to like offer up to get that good kidney blood?
Information.
I like that. Who do you have as like a contact that you can do that with? Like in people that you've interacted that we've all collected. Like cuz there's Seymour, you know about, who's the orange line Nosferatu.
I don't know if I ever met him though.
I mean, it's equally like, is this information to a human that happens to have like just black market stuff?
No, that's more of what I was thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a. It's definitely a person that's hard to get a hold of, but you can absolutely like. What sort of information are you trading to this person?
Information of information on where subjects are going to be buried after they're brought to the morgue.
Absolutely horrifying. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the person you find, he's this like he's used to like rich people trying to trade him, trying to like buy organs because they've decided they just want to eat people, and that's kind of his assumption on you. But you're like, yeah, he's this long coat. He's got like a cooled briefcase. He's like, all right. So, what is, yeah, you're getting like a couple. Let's make this a roll. Let's go streetwise. So you've got the 1 point for your specialization. Let's make this a manipulate roll. I think this is going to be, so this is 3 dice for you?
Yeah.
Oops, all hunger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Manipulations, none for secondary. And then 1 extra die. Okay. 1 success.
1 success. Well, tell you what. I'm going to say 1 success is not, strictly speaking, good for, like... And you can't really spend willpower on this.
Yeah.
But you can succeed at a cost if you'd like.
Is like the cost getting hungrier?
No, I have a different thing. Do you want to hear the deal, or do you want to...
I want to hear the deal.
I think he's gonna... This contact is gonna try and narc on you. Is how this will play out. And you would react negatively. Like, how do I say this? Like, this might be you don't have memory powers, but that would be a thing you'd need to use. Or you'd need to disappear this person.
Yeah, where are we meeting up?
Where are you meeting him? Like, is this...
I assume some sort of alley that's not close to my place of business.
That's not ominous. No, it's all good. Yeah, you're meeting with this person. Like, there's the like big park there's a small part of the park within the domain. You might be meeting them there, or there are certainly dark places you can hide and talk.
Okay.
Yeah, you might need to disappear this person.
Yeah.
And that might be what the roll ends up into. You can get yourself down to 0 hunger, though.
Yeah.
No, don't kill Seymour before I have a chance to get some blood from him.
This isn't Seymour. This is
oh, okay.
This is Immortal.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
Seymour's
sorry. Sorry.
Nosferatu, right?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm going to as he looks a different direction, pull out a scalpel, do my hand cut and over the mouth thing.
I love that.
With the scorpion's touch, so I have to make a rouse check for that.
Rouse check. We'll make that check. This is going to be against difficulty 1 because he's again.
I'm not hungry.
Dude.
Spooked him. You've spooked him.
Yeah. Yep.
Believe for you.
It's strength plus blood sorcery.
Yep. So that's going to be.
And since I'm going to be eating all of this guy, I think I might as well boost up my strength for this.
Okay.
So that's another rouse check.
DM will remember this.
I like giving the DM or storyteller ammunition. It's fun.
Oh yeah. Not hungrier. So.
Not hungrier, but so my strength plus blood sorcery. So that's a total of 5 now.
5 dice. You just need to beat DC of 1 to like Actually, I'm gonna roll for him. He's got.
That is 3 successes.
Good, because he only made 1 success.
Wait.
Yeah, none of those are crits either. Good. So yeah, you get him. He's like, wait, what the? And yeah, This is a dark, shadowy place, and you've paralyzed him with your own blood. With just a drop of it's enough to fuck him up.
I go, shh. It's all over. It's okay.
Yeah, as he's like, I don't know if I can keep doing this, man. It's like this is clearly not enough. Whoop. Yeah, and you just dreams.
Just take out my scalpel into the chest.
Yep, and you make sure
I eat everything I can
Yeah.
to make it less of what remains.
Yeah, you're at 0 hunger.
Do I take a stain on my humanity for that?
I'm gonna look at your stuff. I don't think that this definitely doesn't violate any of your stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna double check the tenants. Like, nope. Absolute. This is well within our established line of ethics for vampires.
You said he had a briefcase on him.
Yeah, he had. What about it?
I was wondering if that had the organs in it that I could take for later.
Yeah, there's definitely like a cooled briefcase of stuff.
Yee.
Just
I'm gonna take that.
This is awful. Oops, all upside, I guess. She said, not writing this down for later.
Hey, I didn't leave a victim with only the heart missing this time. So.
No, just now he looks like he got What are you doing to get rid of this body? Because there's still like, you were able to like heart, lungs. I don't
Can't eat
think
the bones.
you can't eat the bones.
Bone?
You said we're in a park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just leave him.
I'm gonna make
My
it look like
nearest
wild
dog.
dogs ate him.
Okay. This is insane, and I love it. Yeah.
As famously happens in Boston.
What skills can I, okay, to like, fuck this up to make it look like, not whatever your thing was. At least you don't leave fingerprints.
Yeah. Medicine or science?
I was thinking either medicine or subterfuge, depending on like what you're trying to make it look like. I think subterfuge to sort of fuck with evidence for cops, I think is.
Okay.
Let's go subterfuge composure.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. It's a decent stat pool for you.
Yeah. This is the first time I'm using subterfuge, so that's good.
Yeah, this is like deleting evidence. That's exactly what subterfuge is.
Well, 4 successes.
4 successes. Something came through. Whether it's you sort of you have some tools. You successfully are able to like quietly make sure nobody's noticing, and you hack up bits. It really looked like you put some fake cuts on it that make it look like there was a claw or something, like a dog scratch or like dog bites. Like I think with 4 successes, that's pretty good for making this. It might not fool like some like Fox Mulder like in a basement super detective, but the average beat cop is gonna go, Yeah, no, some dog came through and ripped this guy apart. I don't...
So what you're saying is that to get rid of Detective Steele. Got it.
Yeah. But yeah, the average beat cop is definitely going to be absolutely like, we gotta call animal control. I think there's like a cougar or something.
I was thinking just like get a raccoon, mix it in with the blood, and then have it run away.
Disgusting.
But animals are afraid of me as a vampire, so.
Oh yeah. That's gross. But yeah. Yeah, I think somewhere in the middle of this, you feel your phone vibrating in your pocket of like, hey gang, let's meet up. Are you gonna head... I'm gonna say this, you definitely got messy. Are you gonna go home to change, or you just like... Well, you said you have snacks for later also. You might need to...
Yeah, I need to drop those off.
Okay.
And then I'm also pick up some salt.
All right. I do... In my head, it's just you have like a closet of equipment and clothing, and it's just 15 of the exact same lab coat.
Same. I think so too.
Yeah, like half lab coats, half outside wear.
I love that. Yeah, you guys meet up. Are you guys picking up Jay or Felix at all to go to the...
No, because Valencia is trying to get Azira to get a bite to eat before we go. You know, so...
Yeah, I'm probably going to be texting Seymour now that I remember he exists.
Alright, so... We're just going to grab a quick bite, and, you know... And then we can head over to the gala.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Valencia wants to head over to, like, the nearest, like, classy bar or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was checking with you because I wanted to go check in with Jay and Felix, but that's...
Yeah. No, check in with them first. Like, just, when we get back to us, we're going to be at the bar. Azira can wait in the car if she wants.
Yeah, let's... Are Felix and Jay, like, did Jay help Felix at all, or... No, Felix stayed with Petal, didn't they? Didn't you?
Up until just to like, when they were brought to the hospital, Felix went with Jay's card because Jay slipped him the card.
Okay.
So
I was trying to remember the fallout from that.
He would have stayed with enough time to just like finalize any sort of like bill payment and stuff, and then he would take off.
Gotcha.
So
where do we find Felix? As the sun sets on him?
Where do we find Felix? He's not good at hunting, so I don't think he would try. He is hungry. He knows he's hungry. The beast is clawing up his throat. However, he just saw the aftermath of a ghost and got slapped so hard that he almost passed out from said ghost. So, he's a little hesitant to eat food.
Yeah, you
but
trying to get bitch slapped real hard by just a whole ghost.
Yeah, like slapped to next Sunday. And for no reason, honestly, for no reason. I wasn't being aggressive. I was trying to reach out.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. I would say that Felix would check in with Jay, even if it's just a text. Mm-hmm. It's just, hey, buddy, you okay? Like drawn out. There's like four A's and okay.
Jay hates this so much. He's not used to being the person who people are trying to look after, because he's like, he usually doesn't need to be looked after. But he just sort of like he like sends a tap back thumbs up.
Response to text message thumbs up.
Yep. Because he is not doing good, but he does not want anyone to know that. So yeah, that's kind of just Jay is kind of just like full frying alone in his apartment mode.
Is it like when we went into Valencia's apartment a couple sessions ago, and it's just like there's a room that's just looks like a tornado's happened to it?
No, I mean he still keeps his area, like he keeps his house neat. Like he's more like he's not outward like outburst type of emotional right now. He's like it's all internal. He's kind of like catatonic.
So which Evanescence album is he listening to?
They're all just they're all on rotation, just like on repeat. He's listened to My Immortal like 4 times in the like just
Since
like
the sunset.
row. Since he like woke up and just like threw on My Immortal and was like, all right, time to be sad, I guess.
You had it already
God,
playing, so that's what you would wake up to.
Yeah, God, they were good in concert. Yeah, he's just he's in his feelings right now, and he hates it.
Jay will get a follow-up text of like the like. Turn my camera back on. The like these hands.
Oh
The,
my
like,
god.
just gets that, and then gets a "Have you eaten yet?" question mark.
What is like the human equivalent of two hunger?
Two hunger. It's like
I could go for some mac and cheese right now.
You're definitely feeling it. You're not like ravenous. You're not like gonna make a Capri Sun out of the next human you see, but it's definitely like I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
It's like that
Chicken nuggets.
That's the two hungers where you're like you're driving down the road and you're like, you know what?
Ooh,
Yeah,
McDonald's.
I could get like just a cheeseburger or
Sonic tater tots.
You know what? Let me get the large coffee. That counts as a meal, right?
Honestly, depression do be like that.
Yup.
Where it's like the hunger is there, but it's not loud.
Okay. So yeah, Jay just sort of sends back like, "I'm fine. I don't need to eat yet. How about you?"
Was kind of hoping for a tag team, boyo, but I will survive.
Jay sort of texts back like, "I mean, I can help."
There's the ... then it disappears. Then the ... and then it disappears, and then he goes,
God, they are the same!
I mean... And then he gets, no, nah, it's alright. At that point, this time what happens is that it's the ... then it's an audio message of Felix like, nah, it's alright. I'm sure that I'll figure it out along the way.
Jay texts back, "I'm on my way."
Bring your cat.
I'm trying to think, does Jay have a baby Bjorn? Does Jay carry around this cat?
Wait, Jay has a cat?
Jay has a pet cat.
Love that.
Wait,
It is Felix's best friend.
The spaceship backpack.
Yes, oh my god. Yeah, Jay has a very, very fat cat named Doom, which is the Korean word for chubs.
That's the cutest thing.
He's baby.
Oh, it is confirmed because at one point last session, I think when everybody the session I think where Jay committed the hate crime, Felix was left alone in the apartment. The coffee table was moved 3 inches to the left on purpose, and like one book on the bookshelf was put the wrong way.
Jay absolutely ran into the coffee table because he was on autopilot.
I hate that.
He had an owie on his shin for a minute.
Do not leave Felix alone in your abodes. Things will be
I
moved.
personally feel attacked here. Somebody, you just said he ran into furniture. Like, fuck you. Okay.
Well, you should have been a vampire, all right?
Yeah. True.
And you wouldn't have broken your toes.
I know.
You could have just healed that.
This is your fault.
My weak Wordle toesy woesies.
You were just built different.
True. I was built worse.
Tell you sometime about when I tripped down a single step and broke both my legs.
Shut up!
What?
Oh no.
You're insane. Oh my god.
Technically not legs, it was left heel, right kneecap, but yeah.
Good lord.
Anywho.
Jesus.
Enough about little old me and my 2 broken legs.
My glass bones and paper skin.
Yes, you do not need to feel alone in your I did the stupidest shit and broke myself. For no reason at all.
I love that.
Right here.
So, how are Felix and Jay setting about getting a snack? Or, like,
I mean, yeah, Jay is headed over to Felix's house to like meet up with him before going to help Felix hunt.
mm-hmm. All right. So, Jay, do you want to go back to where you had your last hunt, or?
Nope. Definitely not.
That spot's burned for the next 5 years.
Yep, not going back there again for a while.
Well,
If at all.
where are y'all gonna get a bite to eat this time of night?
Your guess is as good as mine. He's not good at this. Some place where it seems reasonable that he could stab somebody and get away with it.
So we'll head to Fenway. But no.
Fenway's not in your territory, bud.
No, I know it's not. It was just a joke. Because Boston sucks. I think. I mean, there's probably another bar,
Mm-hmm.
or
Well, there's the
we-
fancy place that Valencia's gone to a couple times.
That Valencia is going to.
this is true.
That would be
And
amazing.
I think that it would be very funny story-wise if they all showed up to the same place and were just like, "Oh,
I guess we can split a meal.
It's
what's up? Wasn't expecting to see you here."
it's the bit from Umbrella Academy where
where they're driving past each other.
Oh my god.
just Elliot Page and the teenager, they're just like. Honestly, this is vibes. This is great. What is Valencia at hunger wise, by the way?
I think she's only at 2.
Okay.
But, that's too much already.
Yeah, we smash cut to the like this hipster bar that you've gone to a couple times. Like, Ajira, I like the idea of Ajira like pouting in the car, like actively texting Seymour like, Hey,
Yeah, I
bud.
don't know how close the orange line is to here.
Actually, not sure where it runs in, but you could definitely be like, hey, can I get a DoorDash order from you?
I was thinking, yeah, I've got Grubhub coming.
I thought we agreed on Gordash.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. I hate that. That's so good. You've actually killed me, Harrison. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Yeah, no, you're just aggressively texting Seymour, and he's just like... But no, so yeah, Valencia in progress. How is your hunt?
Oh, just easy as always.
Love
You just head to the bar. Is Azira coming in?
Nah, she'll hang out outside.
Cool.
At least until she gets the messages. I mean, again, Muslim in a bar, it's like,
It's a bad joke waiting to happen.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
people are generally more comfortable if she stays outside.
Now wait a minute. Okay. Because I'm trying to think. Because think about how strict of a Muslim she is. Because drinking is haram.
Yeah.
So, all right, Valencia's gonna look for like the most sober motherfuckers in the building. Like they just came in
Oh,
and they're waiting for their drink.
alcohol by association, is that what we're worried about?
Yeah, you can't you're technically drinking alcohol, you know?
You do,
Yeah,
you, do
love
get,
that.
you do get drunk if you drink like
Yeah.
I
That's what I was
love that
thinking.
Valencia, as much of a gaslight gatekeep girl boss type of person that she is, she's still like, okay, wait, no. Okay,
Respecting culture. Yeah.
my friend's religion does not allow for, okay, how do we work our way around this?
I mean, Valencia is very well educated even before she was turned.
mm-hmm.
And she just like got even more of like a multicultural course. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Like schooling. But anyway, yeah. So Valencia's gonna look for like two guys who like just walked in and are like waiting at like a table for like the waitress to show up.
Oh my god, no, that's the thing. Like, there's got to be like a designated driver hangout. That's where we all just go.
No, everyone has lifts nowadays.
Yeah.
They're starting to charge designated drivers for going to the clubs now.
Yep.
Yucky.
So fucking stupid. Sorry. Anyway,
give me resolve and awareness to try and like sniff out.
Okay.
Well, also because you need to find your parameters as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2. Well, you can definitely... You're not sure if you can find somebody whose blood suits your tastes.
I could just hold off.
You can't be certain. You've at least found somebody who's like the designated driver friend, like.
Oh, okay.
For Ajira, but.
Valencia just like approaches him. Like clearly, you know what it is? It's like a fucking like he's just like sitting at the table with his friends and like you could tell they're like kind of getting wasted, whatever, right? And Azira just like comes up to him or like just
Valencia.
locks eyes with him. Sorry, I keep saying that. I'm so sorry. Valencia just like locks eyes with him and is like, he looks tasty enough for Azira. You know, doesn't suit my taste. Yeah, he is wearing like freaking New Balance sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
She locks eyes with him, and I'm wondering if I can do this from a little bit of a distance, or does it have to be a verbal command?
Verbal, but well, they have to be looking at you.
Okay, yeah. So she puts it all on, locks eyes, and it's just like mouth like come here.
Let me double check. I don't think mesmerize requires a rouse check out of you.
Nope.
And
he's not prepared,
this is an
so I don't.
unprepared mortal. Well,
Mm-hmm.
he is the designated driver, so he is exerting willpower.
Well, not that type of willpower.
Let's make this a roll just for a little bit of fun. But,
Damn.
This is going to be charisma plus dominate. So for you, that's 6 dice. He's rolling 2, so just don't fail.
I also have awe on.
Awe would have everybody in the club looking at you. Everybody in this bar looking at you.
I know, but I just have it on.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get my awe point and my 2 stunning points. So it'll be 9 dice.
Okay.
Oh, Valencia's stunning? You didn't say.
That's where you drink for this episode, because Valencia mentions how good she looks.
Exactly. So you said charisma plus dominate.
Yep.
So that's
6.
charisma plus 6. Oh, it only lets me do 5. Okay, I'll put 5 and I'll roll 1 more. So
the guy got 1 success.
I don't know. You might want to re-roll those 2 failures.
So he's coming over, right?
Oh no, he full on Pepe Le Pew, almost hovering, oh, I'm gonna do whatever this very pretty, scary lady tells me to do.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Hello, hi, how's it going? He's got blue jeans that are just off the rack distressed jeans and a V-neck that's crisp. It's person who spent money to look like he looks like trash. You know, that kind of the really messed up hair that looks like it took a lot of product to make it look like he just rolled out of bed. That's his
All right.
So many bracelets.
Let me borrow you for a minute. Come with me.
Guys, don't die. Call an Uber if you need. He's kind of calling half-heartedly to his friends.
Yeah. Just come on. Let's go.
No, he'd be calling seriously to his friends. She's stunning. Are you serious? He's gonna make sure everybody in the bar knows he's leaving with her.
It's more he can't think about anything else, especially with Awe. He's there's the ghost of a thought in his head of, I should make sure my friends don't die, but I mostly just want to listen to what this very pretty lady is telling me to do.
Oh shit, hold on.
That's what mesmerism is doing here.
Mm-hmm. Alright, come on.
Oh yeah. What's going on?
She just takes him by the hand and leads him out to the cab.
Mm-hmm.
Opens up the cab door and says,
"Well, that didn't take long."
Yeah, I got you a little snack. Why don't you just
yeah. See, I've just Gordash actually.
Valencia's oh, come on, he's ready and willing, aren't you? And she looks him in the eyes. Says, "You're willing, right?"
He looks to you and he looks to Ajira and he's just I don't know what's happening, but yeah.
Alright, so
why don't you just head back inside?
Ma'am, I'll do whatever you want.
I mean, why not? He's right here. Do we really
No,
want
I'm all
this,
set.
are you
There's
sure?
a slight edge to the voice now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was amusing at first, but yes, no, I'm all set, thank you.
Alright, she looks at him, just says, "Forget. Go back into the bar with your friends. Make sure they all get home okay."
He his
Well,
brain...
at least there's that.
Yeah, you kick him out of the car. He's as you guys drive away, you see him pondering there for a second. As the car peels away, Felix and Jay are
just 2 ships passing in the night.
It's It's my brain is just only picturing the Hotel Mario like.
It's like Malcolm in the Middle when Malcolm's driving the car and his mom fucking pulls by in the other one.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys, you two get to this place, and yeah, there's this very dazed-looking man out front, and you guys head on in, and this bar is a symptom of all of the worst cases of gentrification in like a neighborhood, where it looks like fake steampunk. There's the raw lights that look fake. There's the chalkboard thing that's just filled with like super.
Not the chalkboard.
Yeah, it's like oops, all gentrification is like the vibe.
Oh.
Like that's.
I don't. Jay's like, I don't think I can go in here.
Felix
I don't
looks at him
think-
and goes, I'm not going into this place if you're not going into this place. I will starve. I'm okay, I'll starve. It's fine.
Can someone eat in this episode besides freaking Gideon chowing down on organs?
Gideon eats a whole person. The rest of you are like, I don't know. This is great.
I mean, Jay's definitely not feeling like he doesn't want to do it. He's seen what happens when he eats people. He's kind of trying. He's like, oh fuck, what if I eat someone and then they come back and they try to kill me? Like fuck.
Just a regular Tuesday night for him.
Honestly though, like, yeah.
Dog cam.
Oh, baby.
Hi, dog.
Oh, baby.
Love that.
What if we
Those are the
flip a
round
coin?
ones.
What if we flip a coin, Jay, and heads we go in and tails we don't?
No, we should. And Jay walks in.
Yeah, you
And
go
he
in.
hates it. He
Yeah.
hates it.
This place is absolutely
Felix trails
not your
after.
jam, but yeah, there's a bartender behind the counter, sleeves rolled up, like vest, just the most hipster beard and man bun you could possibly.
Oh, gross.
Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to this place. What can I get you guys?
I hate this.
Can I get a green tea and a water for my friend?
Yeah, sure. Come in right. I mean, is bottled water okay?
Preferred.
Yeah, he like grabs something from the fridge, flips it.
Here's a Voss.
Yeah, it's one.
We only carry Fiji water.
Like this is atrocious.
Aren't these bottles cool?
Yeah, it's one of the it's like a local bottling plant, and it's like shaped like
It's like a glass bottle of water.
It's how Palm Wonderful like that stuff where it's like orbs.
Yeah.
It's like 3 orbs of glass with water in it. It's
so pretentious.
You, who has more money than God half the time, is like, even this is a stupid amount of money. It's like $15 for this.
I hate it here. I hate it.
Yeah.
Felix is going to knock back the shot that does nothing for him, but he'll pretend that it does something for him. And he's going to hand the bottle of water to Jay and just pretend. Just pretend. We're having fun, Jay. We're having fun. He says, sounding nauseous.
Yeah,
Jay is completely like just dead face, and he just goes, "Whoa."
Yeah.
That will get a genuine laugh out of Felix. That's
Jay just kind of like blinks a few times because I honestly don't think he's seen Felix really laugh like that like too much before.
That's wholesome.
So he's kind of just like, I did something good. I didn't make him, like break down or cry or something. Progress.
I didn't make Felix cry. It's progress.
Woo! I'm doing
Good
it.
lord.
I'm being better.
What is Felix gonna try and do to get a bite to eat?
Oh god. This is giving me nerves. There's no good way.
I
So,
mean,
like-
tag teaming it would be very sexy of us.
It would be very sexy of us.
Hey, me and my friend saw you from across the bar, and we thought your vibes were immaculate.
You wanna go out back with us for a second?
I hate this. This is great.
Don't worry about it. It's totally cool.
It's bro, it's what, rustic bar with a boho hipster? 90% of the people in this bar are polyamorous.
Oh, absolutely.
90%. This is not gonna be a problem.
Oh my god, how
You look
amazing
around
would
and
it
there's,
be
like,
if you
4
picked the
polycules.
guy that Valencia already whammied?
Yeah, the guy comes back in. He goes to talk with his friends. He's like, I don't know. They took me out. I can't remember why I walked outside. You ever play The Sims and then you delete the Sims action and then they just stand there?
Oh my god.
I have the stupidest and most, I think, in my mind, the most cursed idea, which is just to do How I Met Your Mother and just shove Felix in front of someone and go, "Have you met Felix?"
I hate this so much.
This is a nightmare for Felix. I think it's hilarious, but how is he gonna get him outside? Oh, I forgot he's pretty! He gets a bonus to social setting.
Yeah, so I think, honestly, yeah, Jay's gonna do that, I think. He just sort of, like, he picks out the guy who looks disoriented, and he's, like, sort of, like, taps on his shoulder and, like, pulls him away. He's like, "Hey, so my friend has been, my friend noticed you, so, have you met Felix?" And then just sort of, like, turns him around to, like, face Felix and sort of gently nudges him in Felix's direction.
I'm
and
not
then
sure which is the
sort of,
funnier role to make here, because, like...
And then steps away just a little
bit. If I
bit.
make you make the role, Felix, like... Oh, this is great.
I'm going to throw up.
Let's go persuasion and manipulation.
For who? Was rolling.
I think it's the same either way, because Jay has a 2-point penalty for being in a place that is absolutely abhorrent to his aesthetic. And that's just what it would be for you, also. Whoever's rolling it, you will get a bonus because you're Okay.
Okay, persuasion plus manipulation plus I'm pretty, so then I get a bonus,
Okay.
right?
So Felix, will be getting 4 dice here, I think, is how this plays.
So roll with an extra dice.
Yep.
So then that's 3 successes, but angry face on the blood dice.
3 successes is definitely enough to convince this person to go outside. He's like, yeah, again, you've baffled this man to no end. Yeah, this pretty lady came
This dude's had a bad night.
Yeah. And I guess you actually Capri Sun him.
Ideally, yeah, I would like to take him to behind the bar.
Yeah.
Jay will keep watch.
Would like to stab him real quick and then drink his blood.
Is this like a, hey, I want to do a cool thing, or are you just doing it?
There's no way to I'm sorry, if an attractive man took you behind the bar and was like, "Can I stab you?" Like, I mean, depending on how attractive the person is, maybe I would say yes. But there's a 99% chance I'm gonna be like, "What if I call the police?" So I'm just gonna I'm gonna stab and eat him.
Oh god. Now I have to ask. How much are you eating, Felix?
Just enough to get to hunger off. We all know Felix does not have it in him to drink a person dry.
Okay. Now, because you have your baby teeth and you had to cut him open, you can't lick the wound closed.
Oh god.
What are you going to do about that?
Am I going?
And also...
Hello? I can do that. Because I have a feeling that Jay knows that Felix can't close up wounds and shit.
I'm pretty sure the first month was just roasting this boy on how he got baby teeth.
Because
yeah.
So that's sort of the thing. A vampire bite can't close a wound that it didn't cause, basically. So like Felix.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, Jay can't.
Because it's just like a cut.
Yeah.
Aw, beans.
I know.
That would be so cool.
But then every hospital would just be vampires going for like all gaping wounds.
I mean.
Oh god.
I guess.
How do we do this?
You put yourself in a pickle of a pickle.
I mean, Jay could always finish him off.
Is Jay hungry?
I mean, Jay's at 2 and also would like to heal a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jay stress eating?
Jay might be stress eating.
Oh god, I love that. We
did end up tag teaming him.
He has definitely had the maximum amount of non-injury causing blood taken out of him by Felix. So to have a bite here would send him to the hospital or put you at 0 hunger. What is your choice here?
I'm just trying to, I just want to think for a second to see if Kennedy the person can figure out a way to not have a repeat of last time. I think Jay's gonna knock this dude out and call Gideon.
Oh god. Yeah, he's definitely like a little woozy from the blood loss from Felix earlier.
Yeah, so he just kind of like shh. No more fear, only dreams.
Yeah, he's woozy. Give me brawl and athletic or strength and brawl to just like bop him.
Okay.
We're really just gonna pass this dude around the whole coterie.
Let's see if this works.
Everybody gets a sip.
Sip, sip, pass.
Okay, 3 successes.
Make sure you're passing to the left.
Yeah, you plonk this.
Bonk.
Yeah. Oh no, I hit the cat ears. Yeah, you knock this guy out. And he's unconscious. Are you gonna leave him there?
No. Jay's gonna text Gideon and just be like, hey, got a potential body situation with the wink emoji. It's like the wink kiss emoji so that it's like ooh flirty.
Yeah, you caught
Just
him off.
for any NSA agents reading text messages.
Oh, it's far more than NSA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you and Igor give us a ride?
Gideon will be very confused by the wink and kiss emoji. But...
Of course,
In
he
a good
would.
way? In a good way?
I don't know.
I love that. This is on your way to the gala, at least.
As I'm putting away my stuff in my closet that I put up and putting new gloves on and everything, and just like I go up to Igor. It looks like we're gonna have another patient to bring into the hospital.
Sounds good to me, boss.
I love you, Igor.
He's like he pulls keys. He like has keys on a carabiner. He's like, do you want to?
Oh, so Igor's bisexual. He has so many keys.
Is this? Okay. Let's go. I'll get the tool. I'll get the toolkit ready to go. And he like grabs your like go bag of like medical supplies.
Yep.
And you hop in his deeply conspicuous van.
I have to first text Jay. Where?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay texts back Jay texts back the address. He does not drop a ping because he doesn't know how that works.
Okay, then we head there.
He sends a maps.com link.
You did not.
I did not. He's an old man. What? It just it works the same.
You sent a link from askjeeves.com.
Wait, is that still up?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna look it up.
I hope Ask Jeeves is dead. He deserves to rest.
It could be Dogpile.
Ask.com is still up.
Mm-hmm.
But Ask Jeeves, where is he?
The entire of the last 3 days, Ashira, with Vega, he's trying to convince you to use DuckDuckGo instead of Google.
Oh my god.
I think the results you get from that. I just come on, man. Google. I know they take all the. Yeah,
it doesn't go right now. Your cookies, though.
That's why they suck. The results suck because it doesn't know you.
Right? Sometimes those targeted ads are exactly what I need, and I don't know I needed it until it pops up on the side window.
But
like,
they can't target us because we're Yeah. Yeah. A couple minutes later, this van pulls up to the alleyway where you two have the designated driver for his group of friends unconscious, and like Felix, I imagine you've like bandaged up the arm bite.
Yeah.
I think Jay sort of like instructs Felix. It's like, all right, I'm sure you've carried friends drunk out of bars before. That's exactly what's happening here. Let's get to the and starts to sort of like carry/drag this unconscious dude
who's like actively bleeding out.
No,
he's not actively. I patched the wound up.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it. Gosh, Valencia.
he's gonna be totally fine now.
Yeah, you get in the car with him,
Opium?
and there's like a vibe where like this is the most relaxed you've ever seen Gideon. He's like perfectly serene right now.
Yeah, guys, what did you do? Did you kill this man?
He's not dead. He's just needs a doctor and maybe someone to like, I don't know, give him a concussion so he forgets about what just happened.
I mean, I can,
I don't. And he's just gonna look at Jay like, do we need that?
Sorry, I missed a lot of that. My parents were talking to me.
It's all good.
I
What did I
offered to
hear?
kill this man.
Oh. Oh. I mean, he's not done. I mean, I could use a little sippy sip. I mean, are you gonna watch or?
So, are you drinking him dry then?
I mean, maybe not all the way. I mean, do they need to have a little bit
Are you
left
are you
in them for you
are
to
you
use
trying
the
to save him
organs?
for save? Igor is just like,
I mean, more for like like Gideon's doing us a flavor, so hey, maybe like save the kidneys and the heart for him. And I don't like Gideon. Do they need to still be like alive ish to be able to do that thing that you do with the organs?
They need to have a least amount of blood inside them.
you
They
fully
basically need to not be. They need to not be withered out husks.
Would I? I mean, I would know when to stop for that, right?
you can definitely like sate one hunger off of this guy. He like would be in critical condition, but he's already like
Yeah, like that's mainly the goal.
he was woozy before, and now he's at like critical blood loss, and like this would probably kill him if he didn't get medical attention. And I guess you could have Igor take him and put him on ice for surgery later.
I mean, also if you don't want to kill him here, it's up to you. But I can bring him back to the actually bring him back to the hospital. For like real doctor things.
Real doctor things.
You said that so sincerely, but there were air quotes, and I don't.
I don't know how to use air quotes.
Okay, Castiel, Jesus. Are your people skills rusty? Oh God, he's Cass. Oh no, not my Cass, the other Cass. Anyway, I mean, yeah, sure. Let's bring him back to the hospital, I suppose.
I better make sure that wound is patched up then, and I'll make a medicine check.
Okay. Yeah, because Igor's driving. I don't know why I'm using this for driving, because it's not 10 and 2, but... Yeah,
Do any of us actually drive at 10 and 2? I sure as hell
barely
don't.
drive.
No, I'm always working.
I drive
then.
at midnight.
Depends on the weather.
Give me medicine paired with... go medicine and wits to like... Or no, medicine and intelligence.
Hey.
Which are same.
Yep.
I just realized that sometimes I drive like a Midwestern dad, which is to say, sometimes I just drive with my knee.
3 successes. This is... He definitely wasn't in danger of, like, dying from, like, the arm bite, but you've definitely got it, like... You have a little suture kit, and you're, like... You've got his arm patched up, and if you were to catch and release, this would heal up perfectly fine.
So you're gonna take a few sips out of him, Jay, and then send him into the hospital?
You know what? No.
More for you later.
Yep. Jay was like, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hungry, and then he had like flashback to Petal throwing a fucking bench at him, and he's like, not gonna risk it.
Okay, so are you guys taking him to the hospital, or are you going to leave that to Igor?
I figure we let Igor take care of it because he's the strong one.
Oh yeah. Igor drops.
I imagine he just carries him in over the shoulder. We got another one.
Oh boy.
Igor's a big lad, and he's like, yeah, he's got that strength. Yeah. Igor drops you guys off at the gala and takes the new corpse, well, pre-corpse, to the for surgery for later.
Pre-corpse. Dead. Like this guy will be soon.
I'm sure you have a thing, procedure with him set up, so the person will be on morphine or something until you're ready for snacks later.
God, we're evil. We're the bad guys.
We the baddies.
Oh no.
Every moment of vampire
What
is
is
that one.
What is this we I keep hearing?
We, minus Zira, are the bad guys.
Just don't tell her about any of this.
Tell her about
I
what? don't know
love-
what you're talking about.
I'm honestly still just quietly laughing at the image of Felix in a strawberry sweater whipping out a butterfly knife and stabbing this dude in everyone else has actual methods of eating, and Felix is like, hey, do you want me to stab that guy for
I mean, to be fair, I did stab some guy too.
Imagine
True
it's
that,
like hey, look over there.
Oh,
You
this is-
stabbed me.
See,
in my
we gotta get Felix a really, really sharp straw.
Yeah, you get one of those metal straws. You
We can just
Sharpen
get a
it,
Capri Sun
yeah.
straw, guys. It's the same thing. Just as much power.
It's a
just,
metal
just
Capri
as much
Sun.
stabbing force.
You just aim it straight for the jugular or the
this?
thigh vein. I can't remember what it's called.
Take a
Femoral
hook and sit
artery?
there.
Yes, femoral. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you just jam there because you get the most out of there or out of the neck. I hate that so much.
Cursed.
Yeah.
With enough force, anyone can be a Capri Sun.
Oh god.
It's the full you jab it into the collarbone area and it's like a Kurosawa blast of.
Oh my god.
And then you
Oh
do
my
the little
God.
squeeze shake thing to make sure you get everything out.
Oh god.
Vampires are gross. I love this.
Ooh.
Yeah, you never really see that in the movies. Honestly, a disservice to all audiences everywhere because
True.
God, that'll be the funniest shit. If that's not in What We Do in the Shadows, I don't
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they're fucking doing.
Right.
Whatever it is, it's in the shadows.
Okay, after truly some very, very silly feeding nonsense, the rest of you get to the place. Ajira, did you have Seymour meet you at the
Yeah, probably.
yeah, you guys
Delivery.
yeah, you all meet up at the you're in the boardroom and after a minute there's a knock on the door and just Seymour in his black trench coat. Again, he a lot of the Nosferatu were like, hey, you know what? I can wear face masks and hide half of my nonsense. Yeah, it's got the wool cap face mask. He's got again one of those Red Cross lunch pails coolers.
Yeah.
So I got your Gordash right here. What's
Thanks, man.
how you paying this time?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the usual favor, but I'll give you guys a heads up. There's a new guy in town who might be interfering with some of your activities.
I have heard things, but I will keep my ears to the ground, mostly for my own benefit. But
Yeah, just keep an eye out. He doesn't really care about. God damn it! I'm starting to do. He doesn't really care about it. Fuck.
I love that my nonsense accents are infectious to you specifically.
It is. Yeah, it's like every time you're speaking as the stupid imps, I immediately just go, yeah, whatever. It's like a thing.
We love mirroring.
It's all good. It's all good. I'll definitely be having a big favor to call it at some point.
Yep.
But I'll see about your business, and turns the corner, and as far as you can tell, he is gone.
Yep.
Yeah, all of you head into the boardroom to have your little meet and share. Yeah, you're all seated. Again, Ajira with a Capri Sun.
Yep.
You definitely gave you enough for 2 hunger because you're at 3, right?
Yeah. No, I was at 4.
Oh.
I was in rough shape.
Hot dog. We will say he gave you enough to bring you down to 1, but you will definitely call in a favor at some point.
Yeah.
I assume when Gideon walks in, since he can see invisible things, who is the guy? Who is that guy?
Oh, that was my Gordash.
Ah, okay.
You look surprisingly well.
Thanks. I feel a lot better than yesterday. I was so hungry yesterday, and now I've finally eaten, and I feel refreshed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's as far as she's going to inquire into it.
Maybe this time if something bad happens, I won't hide in a closet.
About that.
Self-burn.
I was gonna say, Valencia didn't even mention the closet.
Love that.
So that was a self-report too.
Snitched on yourself.
He knows what he did. He knows he messed up.
I mean, Azura's right there, I acknowledge my shortcomings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna own my mistakes.
So what was our meeting here today for?
I've got, with Valencia's help, we've got quite a bit of new information on Nabokov. We're here to figure out how we can turn that into actionable intel, or, how we can basically come up with a plan to deal with him. We know quite a few more. We know more of the properties that are under his control, and Valencia's assistant is looking into some of the money trails. I've actually got some information I'd like you to look at. We got not a great look inside, but we got some images of the creatures that he's creating. It seems to be much more extensive than the ones we met the first time out.
Yeah, these are... Yeah, you got these candid security camera photos that you and Vega have been able to snap, and these are... The images are these, it's full, Cronenberg horror, kind of I don't have images of, it's...
Yeah.
But it's definitely, there are some people that have their organs on the outside because it just looks prettier that way. Blade hands. There's somebody with a serving tray surgically their arm has been. It's gross stuff. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop before the yellow card moment, but it's.
But yeah, if you could maybe give an estimate of what you think their combat capabilities might be.
There are definitely some that have like
Yeah.
bone arm blades, like a Blanca kind of. No, Baraka. Like, there's definitely
Oh,
like.
but are they stacked? Sorry, I have to pee. I'll be.
Mhm.
You could keep talking because I have like this thing unmuted, but I won't be able to respond.
One that draws. Gideon, give me go wits and medicine if you want to like see how much you can sort of pull out of these candid photos.
I'm gonna just spend a willpower just
Okay.
since I have enough of it, and I gain like 7 back every session.
Well, you gain at least 4 back.
Oh, it's one or the other. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
it's not a refresh, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. So I'll roll 3. Blop. No more successes.
3.
Just 3 successes. Yeah, 3 successes.
Gross. Definite. So like, you are very fascinated and would love to investigate this up close in person. Given Gideon's character, I feel like that's a fair assessment to say.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the ones that have combat mods are very scary looking, like the bone arms, and there are some people where, because you're vaguely familiar that Gangrel can like, make claws or like super heighten their fangs and stuff. Like you're familiar. Some vampires can do that stuff. This is like way beyond. There's like scythe arms and armor plating and more of those like bone armor stuff that you've seen before, like as dangerous if not more than the first couple goons you fought. It definitely like don't get hurt by them because this will hurt a lot is kind of your immediate take.
Yeah, I'll hand the photos back to Azira.
There's at
Just
least one that catches your eye and you're like, oh, I don't like that. It looks like this is more of one of the art piece ones than the like combat guards. And it looks very much like 2 people have been fused together. Like that's one that got caught and you're like, oh, I don't like that.
This is some Junji Ito crap. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hand the pictures back to Azira and just say, well, in my professional opinion, we should call in the cavalry for this.
Alrighty.
This seems like something that, like, I don't want to underestimate our group's abilities, but to
No,
take
in
down
this
Nabokov,
In this case, yeah.
I think this
Let's
evidence
just
will
say the
definitely be
answer
good
doesn't
to.
surprise me, but
Yeah, this is definitely good information that we can use to show that we probably will need help to take him down. Because if anything, this would be seen as a great potential break to the masquerade if any of these guys got out.
that, and I think he is more serious than, people might think about taking power here. He's
Like global domination type.
yeah, he has the resources, if not to, completely demolish, at least put a serious dent in. He means business. Sorry, this is Shelley just not being able to use words properly.
It's all good.
Don't worry, I come to that issue all the time
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, he can cause some damage, some significant damage.
Yeah, and
Especially as we learned he's got that place in West Virginia that just says Army surplus.
Gideon,
yeah,
that, like, hearing West Virginia and Army surplus kind of dings a thing, like, in the back of your memory.
is that the where
Oh, is he teaming up with your bros, your
CTL?
Hicksona people?
That might be a thing. Hold on. Rats. You do distinctly remember CTL had stuff based out that way, the weapons manufacturing company.
No.
That I'll say that and just be like, this might not be good. If this guy is trying to start a war with the Camarilla, using
He's
a bunch
got
of flamethrower weapons
ammo
seems like, yeah.
that could actually take them down. This is very bad.
I'm sending a picture into the group chat that is, like, this is what some Schlachka can look like.
Ooh.
Haha, yikes. Ew.
Gross. Now you know. It's some Cronenberg shit.
Fun.
That first dude is a vibe.
It's like in Magic the Gathering, the zombies, that heads are carved out for fruit bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're gonna stop looking at that now.
just walks up and, your drink, sir?
Yep, that's kind of where that feels like.
You hate to see it.
You truly do. It is
Bad to look at.
bad. You hate it.
God.
But yeah, you definitely, like, has stock in, like, there's, like, a connection to CTL because that's the, like, I don't like that.
Absolutely not.
Oh, fuck.
This is the kind of stuff that we need to hand into the Camarilla immediately.
I just had a bad thought.
Yeah?
He's stockpiling kindred-killing weapons. Where are all the important kindred going to be in a few days?
I had that creeping up too as well.
Valencia just says, well, not all important kindred be there. But
I mean, if we're there, pretty much anyone's going to be there.
And they invited us.
They invited all of us. Like,
don't worry about that, trust me. It's not that everyone's going to be there, but do you really think that the Camarilla likes to gather in one place quite often?
but the
I'm thinking
prince
there
will
would
be
be
there.
enough people there to make it a tempting target.
I definitely.
I mean,
the
have you
prince is
watched
my priority.
Designated Survivor? Kiefer Sutherland is not a good president.
Well,
We don't want to be left with the Secretary of Agriculture.
I was gonna say, Nabokov's goal right now is not to take down the entire Camarilla. It's to be the Prince of Southie. So why not take down this prince?
Well, the thing is, we don't know the true extent of his goals.
I mean, didn't we hear that in the club? That he, from who was that light fellow again in the crop top?
Oh, you know his name. You're just being a brat.
Does
Oh,
Felix
right,
actually
right.
say that? Because that would be amazing. Some attitude there.
Oh, listen. When it comes to Laz, that boy still has it bad for him. Like,
Right, the Laz who Felix decided to, become enamored with, and then just end up in the crosshairs of, the one thin blood hunter in town. That Laz, yes.
You mean the one that has the same mind-melding powers that you do?
Yeah,
You've
well,
never used those to your advantage.
I would never use those on you guys. So,
How do we know you haven't?
trust me, if I use these abilities on you, you would have a fuzzy feeling. It's hard to quite explain. I mean, when I was first learning,
If you dominated your friends, they would actually listen.
true. If I, but let's just
That's
say there is a
oddly
feeling.
comforting.
Yes, you'll know as soon as this little spell on Felix wears off. I'm sure he'll notice as well. But those familiar with the feeling know they've been dominated. As for mortals, they just consider it like a weird feeling of deja vu. But as I was saying, Laz said that this Nabokov wanted to be the Prince of Southie, an established
Baron of
territory.
Southie, but they
Baron.
also made some comments to the effect that maybe things would be better without the prince.
So, if an assassination attempt is incredibly likely, but do you guys honestly think that the prince will not go to Elysium?
No, we're thinking the prince will go to Elysium, and therein lies our problem.
Yes, even if the prince knows, I mean, I do agree we should tell her. Or at least tell the sheriff. The problem is...
A point of order. You guys gave a bunch of this intel, not like the full army
Full
stuff.
bag, but yeah.
You gave a bunch of this info to the sheriff, and he said he would bring it to the prince. He's going to go find out more on his own. And he said you would be the first to find out if there was a blood hunt. None of you, especially not Ajira or Jay, have heard from the sheriff in a couple of days.
We should probably...
Where are we with that? With the sheriff?
I would probably give him an update. That's definitely on the to-do list then. Because if he potentially has access to ammunition that could seriously damage or even kill Kindred, that's need to know information.
Right.
Even if it's we're not sure, but if it is even remotely a possibility, that should be news.
You do have a lead on where to get some if you'd like it.
Yes, that is still in my head. That is still definitely going to happen.
Jay does like flamethrowers.
And yeah, that's when I spend my points to upgrade Hidden Armory.
Love that.
How many days did you say it was since we last heard from the sheriff?
Since before the last time skip, so it's almost a week.
Yeah, it's got to be like 3 or 4 days.
It's closer to like 5 since you've last heard from the sheriff.
Oh yeah, then definitely. That's the next on the list.
Because you talked to him the day Felix wasn't here.
Yeah.
What if something bad happened to the sheriff on the way to town?
That's now, as the time is stretching on, yes, that is also now in the brain.
Jay, where does the sheriff like to haunt? Where's his haunt?
Lizzie? Where does he like to... I feel like Jay usually has phone conversations with him and then is told to meet up somewhere.
You have he will usually call you from a payphone somewhere because he does not keep a cell phone on him because he's very old. Because this is a devil square. I do not trust. You've talked to the sheriff a couple times. He was turned during the Industrial Revolution.
He's a bit of a Luddite, to put it nicely.
Yeah.
So, if we can't find the sheriff...
You do know there's a church he likes to hang out at. And it's not the one he met you guys at. I God, I'm trying to remember.
Which of the billion churches there are in Boston?
Literally, just like throw a rock and then pick that church.
Yeah. I'm Googling what is the largest church in Boston. Cathedral of the Holy Cross. Okay, that's where it is. I don't know where it is. I also kind of don't care. It's near Union Park Street. For the one of us who's lived anywhere in Boston.
It's near where?
Union Park Street and Washington Street.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
That's fine. I don't know where the fuck Shawmut is, but... It's near Peters Park? I got no idea. This is what happens when I this is a city I know stuff about but not everything. But yeah, there's a billion Catholic churches. This is a place you've met him a handful of times and you're pretty sure this is one of his places he'll crash during the daylight. He has he'll crack open one of the crypts and just vibe down there. That's a place you could go.
Yeah, that's gonna be, I think, Azira's destination after we finish our little gathering here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should all just head there post haste, since this information seems pretty urgent.
As a lot of you guys are preparing to go do a thing, Harrison, Gideon,
Yep.
you get a text on your phone. It's labeled C, or I don't know what do you have Charity's number saved as?
Hidden mentor. I might come up with something better, but that's what I could think of.
You get a text that's hey with 3 Y's. It's do you have anything going on tomorrow night?
You up?
Well, as long as Altus back, as long as the world doesn't crumble around us, probably not.
There's a little get together happening tomorrow. I could introduce you to people.
What kind of people?
She just texts back the Unbound.
Oh.
Which you would know as that's one of the names for other anarchs.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to make it.
She gives you an address, and it's a warehouse somewhere in Southie.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
Is this information you share with the rest of the class?
No one here has any idea who Charity is at this point, and I'm going to keep it that way.
I love this.
All right.
I love this.
Love that. This is great.
I'm gonna let the dogs out, but I've got the laptop, so.
Okay. So the gang heads down to the big church, the Cathedral of the Holy Cross. It's a grand cathedral. Gothic revival style cathedral from 1875 with a colonnaded vaulted nave and colorful stained glass. It's big. This is an ostentatious church you come to. You've met.
Well, you said it was Catholic, so yeah.
It is very Catholic. It is it Irish Catholic? Gothic revival stuff. It is wheelchair accessible.
Nice.
Love that. You guys make your way to this church. There's a small graveyard at back that, like, you are aware is the sheriff's like spot. You've been here several times, Jay, and Ajira, this is probably where an introduction to him was made, or you were told to meet him when you first arrived in Boston.
Yep.
But yeah, you both enter this space. All of you do. What are people doing to try and like look around?
Probably just kind of head to the center of the church for a few minutes. I imagine he'd be one who would notice when people would come in. So if he's around, Azura would probably assume he's going to come to her, as long as she just makes herself visible.
And
So
sense the unseen.
Yeah, give that for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, you sense the unseen. There's a lot of like thrumming power here. You're looking around. There, like I said, there's that little graveyard out back, and it's just, it is a sea of ghosts, because this is where ghosts come to hang out, is, on top of their own graves when they don't have other stuff going on. Yeah, you see, there's one of the crypts that has a runic thing on it that looks like it's blood sorcery. That's like a big, like, there's one of the crypts that has like a circle around it that is a ward against spirits, as like from what some of your studies would have revealed. You get the feeling that like this like crypt might be where the sheriff like crashes during the daylight hours. Because it is specifically warded.
Does it look dusty, like it hasn't been moved in a few days?
Interesting. Let's make a roll out of that. I believe it's going to be... I think that calls for either wits and awareness or investigation and wits.
I will go with investigation.
You're the detective now.
Come on, good rolls. Gonna spend a willpower because I can.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Come on, get me better than 2 successes. So a total of 4 successes then.
That's not bad. Your beast is quiet. It's great.
Yeah.
There's nothing distracting you. You look around. You can tell with 4 successes that there's like special care put in around here to like ensure it doesn't look like somebody lives here. But you try the door and like there's just enough grime here where it's like nobody's touched this or moved. Like there's like the stone door on the crypt, and it like resists just enough where you go to like try it, where it's like if this was something somebody was going in and out of regularly, it wouldn't give. It would give easily, and there's just enough resistance where it's like, this is suspicious. It could be he's sleeping somewhere else, but it could be he's not here.
I'm gonna make sure my sense the unseen. I'm focusing for anything not ghost like any Nosferatu trying to watch us.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let's make a roll out of that. If
Okay.
You're trying to like
Focus.
Yeah. And I will give you an answer depending on how your eyes are. How are your special eyes?
What should I roll?
I believe for you it's It's Auspex and a power. I just can't remember which one.
All right. Wits plus Auspex or Resolve plus Auspex,
I.
depending on the situation,
Yeah,
I believe.
you can use whichever you would prefer here. Because, yeah, Wits is, like, quick thinking. Resolve is, like, focusing. And you said you're specifically making a point that there are no Nosferatu here.
Yeah.
Or otherwise obfuscated.
So that'd be Resolve Awareness. Oh, sorry, we're Resolve Auspex.
Correct. Which I think is...
Okay.
5
That'd be
dice.
4. Wait, that'd be 5, yeah. Extra dice. 1 for Auspex, and... Boop.
2 successes.
I'm spending a lot of willpower. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, God. Better hope you don't need to frenzy.
Yeah.
Or resist frenzy.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. 3. Oh, I got a critical.
Hot dog.
All successes with 2 of them making a critical.
That's 9 successes. Sweet Jesus. I tell you what. You are beyond a shadow of a doubt certain you are not being observed. And that's a thing not a lot of people can say.
Yeah.
Because there are often at least one Nos just hiding somewhere or other, like...
So you say it's suspicious because there are none.
Look, you are, without a shadow of a doubt, there's nobody listening in as you guys investigate here.
Okay. So I'll just head up with a 0 then after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys wait around. Right? Or is there anything fancy anybody else is doing?
Valencia goes into confessional.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can.
I can hear you.
No, I'm making a joke.
Oh.
I'm making a joke, sorry. Because I have to drive back home to my house to take my dogs out. So if I'm in and out, I'm sorry.
Gotcha. I think after a while of you guys just... I assume you're, like, sitting in pews or something? Is Jay doing anything fancy? Or Felix?
I think... How long usually does it take, like, in Jay's memory, how long does it usually take for the sheriff to show up?
If it's that's a good question. If you know he's not otherwise occupied, it would take at most an hour. And, like, an hour is the long end.
Yeah, I mean, how long would you say that we've been waiting there?
That's what I'm asking you guys, if there's anything, like...
Yeah, then Jay's just sort of sitting. Because he knows that sometimes he has to wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely been, like... I think with Gideon doing his, like, hard investigation, it's definitely been, like, a chunk of, like, 20 or 30 minutes already.
Valencia does want to check the confessional and see if anybody's in there. Not joking this time.
Yeah. I have spent exactly 0 amount of my time being Catholic, so I'm trying to, like... Would there just, like, be a priest in there to listen, or would they...
No, it's only during, like, opening... Like, when the church is open for people.
Okay. I assumed that was the case, but because I assume it's not a 24-hour... Yep, we sent Father Marcos to sit in there for the next shift, and...
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, Valencia's just checking to see if there's just anything, anything in the confessional booth. How about that?
Yeah. you take a peek in there. You look around. It's not like a whole lot of um. What's the word I'm looking for? I mean,
Space?
yeah. There's a confessional booth. There's not somebody on the other side to listen to you. I assume there is like a copy of the Bible in there. Again,
Okay.
I'm showing how
Yeah.
little I know about Catholicism.
She wants to check the priest's side.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can definitely jimmy that open. There's you're fine. Like it's almost suspicious how nothing there is here.
Is there any kind of check I can do, like lifting the cushions or anything,
Yeah. Let's. I can roll it for you, seeing as you're driving.
Yeah, sorry. You probably heard my car lock, didn't you?
No. Well, you said you were driving.
Yeah, I am driving.
That can be a wits awareness check for you, which would be 4 dice.
Sweet.
I'm going to roll this for you now.
And
There are 4 successes I rolled for you.
Og.
Yeah, you're sort of like almost being obtrusive, like digging through the confessional. It's at a time of night that any staff, like any clergy, would be asleep.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no evidence of the sheriff here anywhere.
Fuck. Okay. I thought I was gonna find a secret lever. No, I'm kidding. Alright, then Vlad just sits in the fucking confessional booth, closes the door, curtain drawn, just sits there alone.
Mm-hmm. Love that. How's Felix? What's Felix doing?
Honestly, he spends the first little bit just kind of looking around, like, the main area that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, not so much, he doesn't really know what he's looking for because he's never met the sheriff, so he's like,
You
I don't
have
know
a couple times.
Oh, I have?
This is the person when you got the brand and who found you.
Oh.
So this is a scary person to you.
Oh. Yeah, that... yeah, so it's even... His search is even more cursory because it's less of like, I don't want to be the one who finds this person. This person scares me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look around, and when that fails, I'm going to take pictures of the stained glass.
Yeah, you have your phone out. You're taking pictures. After a bit, you actually get a text message.
Oh.
Do you have a message from one of your friends? One of your Duskborn buddies.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ! What happened?
You get a text from your friend Sky. And they're like, "Hey Felix, haven't heard from you in a while. I did some poking around, some leech business. I heard there's a party going on tomorrow, and I'm a little scared to go. Could you maybe check it out together?"
Felix is going to text back first an apology that's like, so sorry, comma, been super crazy. Then just sends party with the eye emoji.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of party are we talking about?
The text you get back is like, I got invited from a friend who got invited from a friend who knows more serious people. And there's a meeting. It's on the south side of town. I could use a friend going over there. I don't want to get like bothered on my way.
You know, I do find it very funny that out of all of the Duskborn, Felix is apparently the most capable.
Yeah. They're all collectively just a little bit of clueless.
He considers it like he's gonna look at the text, and then he's gonna look up at everyone doing their thing and searching or waiting,
Mm-hmm.
and then look back at his phone. And then he's gonna go find Jay, because the last time he went by himself anywhere, it turned into a nightmare.
Incredible.
He's learned his lesson. He goes for backup.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna go to Jay and just, have you heard anything about a party?
Have I?
Absolutely not. Or if you have, like, not a party with other vampires.
No, I haven't heard about any party. I mean, the only party that I've heard of is Elysium, and that's not for another week.
It's not tomorrow.
Yeah. Where did you hear about it?
I have a friend who got invited. Another person like me.
Where is it?
And pronunciation question, storyteller. How do I pronounce their pronouns?
Zay, them.
Zay, them? Okay. Zay said it was south of Boston.
It would be in Southie.
Southie.
And we know that's where shit's popping off.
You
Which
don't know
is why
anything. Like, you know that's the Anarch part of town, but you have not been told about any other party.
So no, I don't mean about parties. I mean, like, just about, like...
That's where we keep having trouble.
That's where all of the problems keep happening.
Yeah, literally every single problem we've had has been because of South. Fuck South End. I'm saying it.
All my homies hate Sobo.
Fuck off, Selfie.
On God.
It's not actually that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. But, like, that's, like, all of, like, the Nabokov stuff has been centered in Southie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where we met Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where we met Laz, and
fuck that
pretty much everything bad that has happened to this coterie has happened in Southie.
To be fair, Gideon did meet Charity that way, and that hasn't gone bad at any point.
Yet.
So far.
Yet.
A baddie, though.
Hey!
Truth.
We do like a goth girl.
Yeah, so Felix is just gonna, well, I'm just concerned that something's going to happen. Because they want me to go with them.
I mean, I don't know that you or your friend should be going to this party. I mean, I don't know that anybody should be going to Southie in general, but I mean, in this instance, given everything that has happened to us in Southie,
mm-hmm.
and what with Nabokov and his whole deal, and being sort of centered in Southie, you know, it might not be a good situation.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How far away is the confessional booth from this conversation?
Where have you been lurking this whole time, Jay?
Probably in one of like
One of the pews?
yeah, he's in like one of the pews, but he's like sort of in like the middle back
Mm-hmm.
and is in one of the pews closest to the wall. Like is seated closer to the wall in the pew.
It's definitely not in a place where you'd be able to overhear.
Yeah, it's not. Sorry, you can't have your grand entrance.
God damn it. Okay, that's fine.
Fucking throw the fucking curtain open. Like, anyway, I'm interjecting into this conversation. It's me, Valencia. Hello.
Love that.
I'm very beautiful.
Who's gonna come confess?
It's like the opening of Shrek, but like
exactly what I was actually thinking.
but like as a Doja Cat music video or something.
Yeah. Doja Cat as Shrek.
Why do I feel like that's something she would do?
I mean, just look at her the alien video already. So.
Yeah.
What's that?
I hate that. It's great. Yeah, you guys, you have your conversations. It's been like an hour and change, and there's no sign of the sheriff. This is a little concerning.
God damn it, Liz. God fucking. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Jiro's gonna walk over to Jay. And like, I'm starting to think something might be pretty wrong. Do you have another way of getting a hold of him? I haven't been in town that long.
Do I have another way of getting a hold of him?
Typically, he gets a hold of you.
Yeah.
Because again, no phone.
And would I have anybody? Oh fuck! Would my sire have any connection to this? Like, to be able to like get in, because I know he's higher up, sort of socially. So would he know enough people to be able to sort of figure some shit out?
I'd say you could definitely reach out to your sire. Your sire is probably more in touch. Like, if you wanted to get a hold of one of the Primogens or the Harpy.
Yeah, I was thinking like know a guy who knows a guy.
Mm-hmm. You could,
like he could put me in contact with people who would know how to contact.
You could definitely put a call into your sire and ask.
Jake kind of hangs his head for a second, and it would look like he was praying, but he's really just having a mental breakdown. And then he sends a text to his sire.
There's a beep, and then your phone buzzes in your pocket.
Jay jumps. He's like, oh god, oh no. And he answers the phone.
J1.
Hi. I had a question. My coterie and I are trying to get in touch with the sheriff, but we have not heard from him in quite a few days and are starting to worry. There's some stuff going on, and I was wondering if you would maybe know anybody who could be of use in contacting him.
Last I checked, you were one of his hounds, and you would be the best to get in contact with him. But failing that, I could put some words into some ears and see what I get out of it.
That would be much appreciated.
You never visit anymore, J1.
Hey! I'm dying! so glad I'm back on push to text so that you can't hear me having a breakdown. Jay is having a face journey.
Felix is watching this and is like horrified that Jay can make the same expressions that he makes on a daily basis.
Yep. Exactly that. Jay just kind of like tries to sort of dodge that, and he says, so yeah, any assistance would be much appreciated. Something seems to have come up. I have to go, and he hangs up.
Yeah, he goes to say something and it
And
immediately cuts off.
he fucking, the phone fucking skids across the pew all the way to the other side. He's like, I am not touching that thing. No. Huh. Dear God.
So Felix is gonna watch that happen, watch the phone skitter, then look back at Jay and go, so no party?
My dad said no. Sorry, that was,
Good? No, don't want to know. That guy scares you, so he already scares me.
yeah,
I just need to know what to tell my friend.
that wasn't about the party. Sorry, that was about this current. It was about the sheriff.
Oh.
Jay's like visibly shaking. Like he's like, if vampires were shaky, shaky, he would be shaking right now.
Notably, your sire works for the Primogen, the Toreador Primogen. Like,
yep.
Adrian is connected, and
my man, Kennedy loves him. Jay fears him. So, as for the party, I don't really have anybody to talk to about that, but other than the coterie, I would suggest talking your friend out of going, and if they know anybody who is going, talk them out of it too. I can't see anything good coming out of Southie, at least not at this point.
But it could be a way to get information.
The last time you went into a situation,
I was under the effects of a very pretty man.
sorry, I'm just trying to think of what to say to that. Jake just kind of blinks again, looks a little bit annoyed. He wants that twink obliterated!
There we go! Annoyed Jay! He's back, ladies and gentlemen!
Fuck that guy.
All it took was me bringing up Laz, and we got our Jay back.
I don't want to kill him. Do murder. I think that this... clearly I haven't been making the best decisions lately, so I think that we should bring this to the group at the very least.
Okay.
That would probably be a good idea, Ajira says, as she's been standing 6 feet behind you the entire time as she's waiting for Jay to make that phone call.
I love that.
Jay's just like, God.
Felix jumps and drops his phone.
Actually, ask your friends if he has the address of what particular warehouse. It'd be interesting to know if it's one of the ones on our list.
Felix is gonna pick his phone up off the floor. And and text Sky back. Where's the address? Comma. I'll go with you, though we'll probably just be two anxious beans together.
No! You stop that. No bean talk here.
It matches one of the addresses that belongs to Nabokov.
Oh, goody.
Ah! Felix is going to say, well, I told them I'd go so I could get the address. Here.
I would tell them they shouldn't be going at all. I think this is a recruitment party, and based on what happened to the last group of people that turned him down, it is not a good place to be.
Felix is gonna text Sky back. On second thought, comma, talk to a friend in that part of town's bad news. Please don't go. And then he's gonna put his phone away and go. Well, see? Communication! I'm not gonna end up the Hunchback of Boston!
A moment later, Jay, your phone buzzes with a text message.
Jay just sort of side-eyes it from the other side of the pew. Scoots a little bit closer. Sighs a little bit, then, stands up, goes to get it, and look at who texted him. Part of him hoping that it's not his sire.
Oh, I think you know who it's from.
Of course he does, he just wishes it wasn't.
The text reads, just says, P has not heard from S in days.
Fuck. And Jay says that out loud.
Yeah, Azir's gonna look around and just not see anything. Valencia?
Are you coming out of your cage and you're doing just fine?
Valencia does not come out of the confession booth.
Oh my god.
I think Azira is going to text, can't find the sheriff, we should probably take this news to the Harpy.
Valencia texts back, okay, I'll be right out.
Girl, what are you doing in there?
It's full different outfit.
Are you sinning?
Oh my god, you guys!
What? Are us or the dogs?
No, you guys! What am I sinning?
I was making a joke about changing outfits. I am an innocent sweet bean.
Oh god, not the bean talk. I know we're in Bean Town, but come on, guys. Too much beans.
Oh.
Alright. And guess what? You know what they call a kindred who's out in the sun in Boston? A Boston baked bean.
Stop!
Okay. So
On second thought, Valencia can stay in there.
No. So you just it takes maybe 30 seconds and then Valencia just heads out, opens the confessional door and puts her phone in her pocket.
Mm-hmm. You can just
What
smell
was she
just a hint of
watching in
molasses.
Oh, shut up! No!
Don't worry, it's from the Molassacre.
Oh god.
Damn it.
I mean, I know there was a Boston Molassacre.
Yep.
Yeah, in 1920,
Yep.
just before Prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
A couple millions of gallons of molasses spilled through the city streets, killing 20 people.
I'm making a joke off the Boston Massacre, which is another event that happened.
Oh yeah, that was colonial times. This was
Yeah, and that one only killed 5 people, so it wasn't really much of a massacre.
Damn. Okay.
but the sheriff was definitely like freshly dead when the molasses flood happened.
Oh no, he was turned in molasses.
I hope not. You know, he was one of the 20 people who died. Ah!
Yeah, he was one of the people who died.
I don't. I was. You know what? That's
A
canon.
Kindred took a bite.
That's canon
Kindred
now.
took a bite because
He was stuck down there with a friend, and the friend happened to be a vampire, and he was like, you know what? We're both down here. Might as well do something.
Yeah.
Hopefully, between the two of us, we could both get out of here.
Oh my
Otherwise,
God.
we're just gonna be hardened into treacle.
The molasses flood is my favorite bit of Boston trivia.
Dead and delicious.
Also, several horses died.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, the sad thing is, a couple people that were died were little kids who were playing under the tank because the molasses would leak out and they would eat it. But yeah, like it's funny, but also kind of horrifying.
Molasses
Come
would
back next
regularly
week for more
Molasses.
terrifying molasses facts.
would regularly leak from the tank, and people would
Yeah.
go with bowls to collect it. And
Yeah.
then the company was like, "Hey, wait a minute! You can't do that. That's illegal." So they painted it brown to make it harder to tell what was wet paint or what was paint and what was molasses.
Hang on, just a second.
But yeah, Valencia does turn to the group and is like, "All right, are we done here?" And she looks very pressed.
Mm.
I mean, as
If you're interested, Dark Tide, the true history of the Great
Jesus
Molasses.
Christ, Shelley,
Shelley,
who
I love
are
you?
you?
You're amazing. Thank you for finishing the
You're-
molasses fact knowledge.
So good.
It's a pretty good book.
Shelly bought that. What if you just bought it thinking it was like the section book of Vampire for Boston?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's. Anyway,
But yeah, Valencia.
there are some horrifying pictures of that event.
Oh
it's-
God.
It literally looks like a tsunami hit.
But
Anyway,
molasses.
But slow.
A sweet, sticky tsunami.
yeah, except, you can't CPR water, molasses out of someone's lungs.
Yeah.
There's an
It's-
informational video about the molasses flood. I just
Oh my God.
cursed knowledge. It's also like a half hours. Okay. Welcome to Molasses, the Molasses podcast, where we talk about we talk about syrup and nothing else for 20 minutes.
Well, what the fuck else are we supposed to talk about?
Love that. Okay. So yeah, you've all been like, "Oh fuck, we cannot get a hold of the sheriff. This is bad." And also, some of you know that there is a thing happening in the Anarch chunk of town. Yeah, Gideon has also done his investigations. Like, nobody's been here in a couple days. So things are looking tense. What is the next move? I heard something about going to bother the Harpy.
Like, sending him a message, because somebody should have this information,
Mm-hmm.
and Azira's point of contact is missing.
Sure is.
Oh, man. I mean, Valencia, you have a way of getting in touch with the harpy, don't you?
Oh, what's that? Sorry. So sheriff's not here.
Sheriff is absolutely not here.
No,
Which is
and
worrying.
he hasn't been seen in a good while, according to my sources.
P in that text standing for Primogen.
Yes, that Jay is being not entirely upfront on purpose.
So, you think we should contact the Harpy to find the sheriff? I personally think that's just like, I don't think the Harpy would know. Because, like, I don't know, just going off of, like, what Valencia knows about, like, politics. Can you guys
clarifying? Yeah, clarifying. Not because she thinks Ajira thinks the Harpy knows where the sheriff is, but because the Harpy can inform the prince that shit's kind of going down. Somebody should know that their enforcer is missing, and that there's a guy with some super heavy firepower who might have designs on your afterlife.
I think my biggest concern with relying on DeLuna for that is that he might just let it happen for the, interesting spectacle.
He is quite self-absorbed.
But at least at that point, I've kicked it up the chain of command.
It's no longer your fault.
That's what you learn in the army. When shit gets heavy, pass it to somebody above you.
Yes, but is there no one else we know that could contact the prince? No.
I've not been here long enough to make any contacts.
Jay,
I know you all, a few anarchs, and the sheriff.
Right. Jay, you are the oldest of us, as you've so clearly let it be known.
Oh, God!
You don't know anyone who could reach the prince?
Like
Do we really want to
the sheriff
rely
is
on
largely
DeLuna?
your point of contact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other person closer would be my sire.
Does Jay say that
And
out
that's
loud?
not by much. No, I'm speaking out loud.
Valencia just like sighs, like seeing like Jay just like clammed up and just goes like, I mean, this normally would not be a problem, but my sire is out of country on an errand for the Camarilla. So there's really
I could contact mine to try and get a line through to the prince, but again, they're several thousand miles away.
I'm pretty sure it might be daytime where your sire is at.
Yeah. It would take some time. I mean, they of all people understand the gravity of the damage that Nabokov can do, but
I mean, I can arrange a meeting with the Harpy. I've just, it's too bad that
You're
Jay.
You whatever means you have to get in contact with the Harpy, unless like you kicked down his door, it probably wouldn't be a meeting tonight.
Right. Well, I mean, the Harpy might favor us, but it's more of a whimsical sort of relationship.
Yeah, it's a let's see how this plays out kind of.
Yeah. So, Valencia's saying all this out loud.
God.
So I'm wondering, if maybe someone out of all of us who has been around a long time might know somebody else who knows how to reach the prince.
You're killing me.
Pointed look.
You're killing me, Miriam. You're killing me. I love it.
I don't think Valencia knows who Jay's sire is, and if she because I don't know how common knowledge sire-child relationships are.
It's typically like a private thing, unless the Ventru talk about it because lineage is important, but because somebody will be like, here's my lineage all the way up to Mithras, or like somebody big and important. Because
Yeah. I mean, where does the prince live?
The prince has several buildings she owns, because again, she's fabulously wealthy, and she has several like corporate buildings that she has an ostentatious office in. And typically, anybody being brought before the prince is either being executed or otherwise punished.
Hold on, let me grab my notebook.
I mean, I think Jay might just begrudgingly pick up his phone and start typing in his sire's number again.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have it saved, but he has it memorized.
Probably smart.
I need to fucking call him again.
I mean, Valencia's like pretending not to notice. The only other thing we could do is try to seek out the keeper, but God knows if they'd even meet with us for an audience.
God, Valencia, I get it.
1 ring.
I can just stretch and stretch and stretch,
2
but there's only
rings.
so far I can go.
I think you've guilted K-pop enough. It looks like he's on it.
3 rings.
Dead. You killed me.
That
Jaewon,
is
you know I'm a very busy man.
Felix actually laughs at that comment.
Oh my god. You guys are fucking killing me.
Yeah, the rings and that's the end. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah,
Okay.
that he's a very busy man.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Jay sort of like rubs at his temples. He's like, I'm sorry to bother you twice in one night, but it seems that the situation with the sheriff is a bit more delicate than we thought.
Go on.
I don't know how much you've heard about the newcomer in Southie who's been trying to set himself up as a baron of some kind
Dreadful.
over the Anarchs there. We have reason to believe
You're a
that...
robot. Ed.
Oh, no!
Or I am.
Hello?
I can hear you just fine,
I
Ken.
hear you.
Oh, okay. We have reason to believe that there may be an attempt on the prince's life by this newcomer, and well, my main point of contact with the prince is through the sheriff, and the sheriff can't be reached right now, and nobody seems to know where he is. I was wondering if you might have a way to get in contact with the prince through someone so that something terrible doesn't happen to our society.
I can inform my superior of the situation, and she will pass that information up the chain.
Thank you.
Now, I've done you
Oh,
two
no!
favors this evening.
Oh no!
I am a reasonable man. I would see that debt repaid in the near future.
I understand.
As you should.
Mary, you're muted. I just see you screaming.
Yeah. He hangs up on you after that.
Yep.
Getting after that just wonders out loud. I wonder what if Nona Bianca would be able to get in contact.
What did you say?
Can I just say I fucking got you? That's what you get for choking me out, bitch! I mean, that's what Valencia's thinking. She's not saying that out loud.
I love
I'm Obviously, she's just being very passive aggressive out loud. And
No one enough
I
attention,
love it.
and she's mad about it. She looks stunning.
I love that.
Jay's stressed.
We have hurt. Jay,
You messed
the professional killer, is like anxious about making a phone call in this.
So
Listen,
typically,
that is honestly the most relatable thing I've heard.
Listen, y'all don't know Adrian.
I don't think Felix wants to know Adrian.
No.
All
Can
this
you guys-
Huh?
can you hear Tonka, or is it just getting filtered out?
I don't hear the
It's
dog.
getting filtered out.
How's Felix feel with everybody else talking about their respective sires?
He's just everyone's having the whole like the sire talk of my sire's overseas doing stuff with the Camarilla. Jay had to make a phone call to his sire and looks like he's about to throw up. Felix is just gonna look around and just do all of you guys know who your sire is?
Valencia just gives him the most patronizing look, like, "Oh, sweetie."
Oh, bless your heart.
She's like, "Oh, well, isn't Jay your sire?"
No.
No.
He's just the one who got handed me because he didn't want to kill me.
Yeah, but he's taking you under his wing, and
I didn't make him. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Felix, but I'm pretty sure you're asking if we all know the one who made us.
To an extent, I mean, I know who made me, but like, you guys can call your sires. Is that normal?
Generally speaking, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Your sire is failing in their duty?
Well.
Yeah, that's one of the traditions.
Okay. Felix is just. To be fair, I woke up and thought I was sick. And then the next thing I know, I am Jay's responsibility, so that pretty much sums up my relationship with the person who turned to me.
Yeah. If this were Downton Abbey, it would be, capital N, capital D, not done. But
well, I mean, do you want to talk with your sire?
There's emotional process where like the thought crosses his mind, and like he just shakes his head and honestly says out loud for the most uncharacteristic response, if I ever saw that man again, he would be dead.
though I appreciate the sentiment, I
Valencia gives a respect
urge against it, as you would most likely be signing your own death warrant. But
And mine.
I mean, Azira, technically, if no one found out, and we just keep things between the coterie, how much of a warrant is it? I mean, isn't this why we're all bonded to each other? To help each other out in difficult situations?
there's helping each other in difficult situations, and then there is what amounts to committing treason against the Camarilla.
That does seem kind of like something that you would be very much against.
Yeah,
Given your whole relationship with the Camarilla.
it's
But did he not commit the treasonous act of,
we did, and if there is a blood hunt, am I getting that right?
Correct.
It would need to be authorized.
Out on him, then yes. By all means.
Anyways, what are we gonna do about the sheriff? Because I'd rather not talk about it.
Well,
Fair.
Valencia just gives a nod to Felix and just sends him a little text like, if you ever want to look into this further, let me know. Fuck is this? Bone? Sorry.
Gideon
He has his phone in his hand when he receives that text and just puts his phone in his pocket instead of reading the text.
What's up, Gideon?
I was gonna say Gideon is gonna call Calamity.
Ooh!
Not Charity, Calamity.
Yeah.
Well, they're sisters, right? Sorry.
You better stop. That's his mom.
Yeah, right. The Oedipus thing is going a bit too far here.
Yep.
That's I vetoed the aunt joke last week. It's fine.
True. I mean, wait, is she his mom or his sire?
Well, it depends on the relationship.
Get in bed.
Vampire.
Hello,
mom.
child.
Get up,
I
Dad.
have not heard from you in some weeks. How fares your studies?
My studies are going great, but our coterie was assigned a mission. I believe it was by the sheriff, but now the sheriff's gone missing, and I need to get a message high up. How would I get a hold of Nona Bianca? I feel like she would have some weight to the prince.
Well, the head of our chantry is, unless duties call her otherwise, is usually within her chambers at the library. She has been hard at work preparing the blood wine for the upcoming Elysium.
Oh, delicious.
That actually brings up a good point. Do you think the favor she owes me for that would be good enough to get a message sent up?
Interesting. You know, I think that favor would be just enough to get an audience with her to get something done.
Okay. Do I have to, message her ahead of time or just show up?
I do not believe she has a phone, as you and I do, but I do believe you could arrive at the chantry and tell one of her employees, I suppose, that you would have words with her. And you'd calling in your favor for that. Your boon, as it were.
Okay. I would just warn you to be careful. It seems like there's a lot going on these days.
That always seems to be the case for our kind. We'll have decades of peace, and then everything will happen all at once.
Just be safe out there, and goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had that conversation with Calamity. Yeah, you could definitely, politely go kick down Nona's door to attempt to have a conversation.
Respect. Kick down.
That'd be something Gideon sneaks away to do again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people are like, okay, sun's gonna come up in a couple hours. I should probably, head back to my haven. And you head directly for the chantry. Yeah, you go in. It's this beautifully appointed library. Very old world stuff. You know exactly where the secret book is to spin the bookcase around to head down into the chantry proper. It's definitely this place does smell of blood and sorcery and old textbooks and it is a very like there's a place of arcane things. There's a handful of Tremere. Like in my head, the like main office of this place is like if you imagine a row of like accountants and like the producers, where it's just like a dozen desks, but instead of typewriters and accounting stuff, it's all like people poring over books.
Unhappy.
And like
very, 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 very,
Yeah.
very unhappy.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's not like filled with people, but there's definitely like a half dozen other Tremere in here performing, either studying, or there's at least one person doing like ritual work to like work wards into clothing or something.
So I guess I go up to the person who would looks like they're whoever's closest to the door that would lead to Nona Bianca, I guess I would say.
Yeah, you talk to, you haven't really interacted with them a whole lot or how often do you come to the Chantry, I guess is a question.
I say maybe once a week.
Okay.
But maybe a little less frequent in recent days because of all the stuff that's been going on.
Definitely during your training, this is the person you got to speak to a couple times. You get I think last time you heard their lineage, they're like grandchild, like one or two, like 2 or 3 steps under, like away from Nona. They're somebody who was like a stage magician in life and just kind of keeps that like well-dressed stuff. Person by the name of my brain almost said Gideon again, and I'm like, wait, no, that's your name. Person by the name of why do names not work anymore?
Schmidian.
Legally not Gideon. Yeah. You'd speak to...
Giddy off! Giddy off! Okay. You got me joking.
Giddy out.
They're typically... Okay, you typically, like, hear them referred to their last name as Turk. And that's what they... You speak with Turk.
Hassan?
No. It's a worse reference. I'll explain it later.
Oh no!
Is there a JD around?
No.
Oh, Turk! There's also a Turk in Tarzan.
This is a speed running reference. Don't listen to me. This is the first name that showed up on YouTube in my recommendation. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
You know what? Matt Turk is somebody who's very good at Punch Out. Don't at me. I only know because of summoning salt. Ignore me. I have my weird stuff I know about. You speak with Turk.
Like molasses floods.
You speak with Turk, and they're like, I will make sure she's not in the middle of any important, unbotherable casting. And they like very like open the door very quietly and like peek in. And after a moment, he opens the door, steps in. Like, because you said, hey, I need to speak with Nona, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm making sure I don't step over you on your stuff. After a moment, he comes on out. He's like, you are allowed to enter. She's continuing her work on some of the sustenance for the party, for Elysium. And he opens the door and sort of... You kind of hear as, like, he walks away, where he's just like, okay, I had done my job. I'm gonna get out of spoon-throwing distance. And you enter the, like, sanctum of Nona Bianca within the Chantry. She is, as you saw her last, like, casting and stirring this enormous cauldron of it smells delicious. You see there are there's like several empty casks waiting to be filled in here. There's herbs and there is alchemical reagents. Like, this is a place of magic working, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Ah, child. I've not seen you in some time. So, you've come to me for a meeting. That boon to be repaid, yes?
Yes. It's great to be in your presence again. My coterie was sent on a mission to see if everything was okay in Southie. We reported back to the sheriff, and he was going to the prince, but has gone missing. And we have good reason to believe that there's going to be an attempt on the prince's life, and we need to get that warning up to the prince.
She, like, from her, like, smiley babushka face, kind of like the lines harden. And, like, you know, shadow just happens to fall on her differently. And she's just like, is what you are saying true? You're not telling lies to Nonna?
I would never tell lies to you. This is a place of truth and knowledge.
Good. I would have you set out before the sun if you lied to me.
As would be your right.
Okay, so I am going to need to ask for all of the information you have.
I proceed to go over all the information we have.
Is there any information you explicitly do not tell Nona?
Anything about learning from Charity, obviously.
I figured, but I had to ask.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, gotcha. This is...
Although that information is mostly separate from everything else anyway.
True. You tell her the story of our last 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's this YouTube channel.
Send her the link. Yeah. Send her the link.
What is this devil square? I don't... No, I don't want... there is a little person on your cube that you have. No, she asks questions here and there as she's working. Like, as all of this is your info dumping on her, she continues to, like, work on this. She's like, this is very bad. I will send word. I will make sure this information goes to the prince. I will make sure she is told, and that something can be done about it. This is a good thing you have done. I will make sure this is done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you possibly be able to tell Calamity? I didn't mess up in game. That was me in person.
Totally fine.
The names are so similar.
They're sisters.
Yeah. Tell Calamity to contact me with any information that comes up.
I will do this for you. I will. If there is one thing I have learned as the head of this chantry, is to spread information. At least when it suits me, if I'm being honest. I like to keep secrets, but when the prince is in trouble, people should be informed. Now go. I am very busy. The sun is coming up. But thank you for this, child.
Of course. And thank you for your audience.
This is, your boon has been repaid now. Now, if you ask any more favors of Nona, you will then owe Nona.
Well, we'll see. And then Gideon will walk out.
Yep. Ooh, all right. I think this is definitely a good place to stop, but